Snark. You're about to get your ears glazed by the great Chris Raygun, Derek Blackman, and Tom Sweeney. Sit back and prepare for some action. Sit back and prepare for some glazing glory.
Oh. What are you doing there, huh?
I don't know. You always see martial artists doing these things.
I always see that, actually, yeah.
What?
Every day.
Yeah.
I walk around and I see these martial artists.
Every day you see the martial artists doing their pantomiming, essentially.
Yeah.
That gives them, like, chi.
Yeah, they're doing a little push.
Ki.
It's just, I mean, that's just, I guess.
You've never seen that?
Not any, like, in any real martial arts interaction.
You've never seen the martial
artists?
artists?
I've seen it in, like, movies. I've seen, like, kung fu people. Like, people that are, like...
Kung fu people? What do you mean by that?
Like, martial artists that are, like, that's their lives. You know, because people, like, the monks that try, like, actually practice kung fu, like, they're, like... It's not, like, a pastime. It's their lives. You know?
Isn't that what a life is?
Because you know, there's boxers, right? Boxers, they take boxing seriously, but that's not their entire being. Opposed to people that like monks, that shit is their entire life.
Yeah, I'm saying I see them on the street sometimes, like the martial artists doing that. The weird.
You need to go out more.
Yeah,
I do. I'm in my house too often, man.
Yeah. Always playing Marvel Rivals or whatever.
I'm not even playing Marvel Rivals right now, man.
You're playing Baldur's Gate Rivals?
Nah, I'm actually reading comics again. I'm getting back into comic books again. I've been doing like a really serious deep dive in comics.
Ah.
What are you
I'm reading
right?
I'm reading another book too.
What are you reading right now?
I'm reading
Garfield?
No. Omnibus of Garfield is crazy. Like fucking 1,000 pages of Garfield. It's like, all right, man, let's dig in. And by the time you're done, you're like, I really can't stand this fucking cat.
Dude, my favorite run of is Ultimate Garfield.
Ultimate Garfield's good.
Ultimate Garfield is next level good.
Yeah.
Hickman did a great job with that one.
Yeah.
Jonathan Hickman's Ultimate Garfield. The fact you know Hickman is just crazy.
Wait, did he do Ultimate Spider-Man?
No.
Because I just pulled a name.
Hickman did he did Secret Wars, Times Runs Out, New Avengers for a while. He didn't do that. Bendis.
That would have been wild if I just guessed the Ultimate.
That was Bendis.
Oh yeah. That was the only other comic person I know.
If you needed to call Secret Wars something else, what would you call it?
Clandestine fights.
Ah, good.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Not bad. Practice real hard with that one.
Undiscovered Combat or something like that. Undiscovered Combat. Fucking what else?
Undiscovered Combat is so.
What's another one? Secret Mysterious.
Wait, welcome to the Snark Tank
Mysterious Bouts.
Mysterious Bouts. Mysterious Bouts is good. Shut up.
You're getting
welcome to the Snark Tank podcast. It's me,
words.
Chris. It's him, Sweeney. It's him, Derek. Go to patreon.com/Snark Tank if you want to support us over there. $1 gets you something.
Something.
$1 gets you ad free. Early access, I think, as well, unless I'm crazy.
Oh yeah, ad-free early access.
Yeah, and
that's
I think $5 is early access to video as well, and
early access to video if you want to see us early, if you want to see our ugly faces early.
Yeah, and then that gives you the questions, and yeah, go on over there. $25 to get your name right at the end of the show. I always forget. I'm really bad at remembering to do that.
Yeah.
We
should have like notes, but we don't do that.
It'd be insane to do.
You know what's crazy?
I did notes for a while. I did have like a Google Doc that I would send to you guys. I think I sent to you guys.
Oh yeah, no, we did have something like that. We did.
When we were doing remote, and then at a certain point, it just didn't matter because we would get so off topic that like none of it. I
believe if we stayed on topic for one whole episode, we'd be like, all right, this is done now.
We did it. Oh yeah, that's it.
We did it.
I guess that would So either we end the podcast by either having a completely on topic episode where we never deviate. Or we have Keith David on. It's one or the other.
Yeah. Those are the only two options.
Whichever comes first.
Yeah, so you got a drink there from Del Taco, but it looks like an iced coffee. What is that?
It is an iced coffee because mine exploded on the kitchen floor.
Did you put on the phone and blew up?
What happened?
When you're in a hurry, you make stupid decisions. I was like, let me get out of here so I'm on time, and then as they say. fast is slow, slow is fast.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Because you don't delay yourself.
Yeah, so I was going fast and my drink exploded on the kitchen floor.
You should have left it there. You should have just left it there and see what Jojo would do.
That'd be so funny.
Dude, if I left a mess in my house, oh my, you guys would not see me for a week.
Yeah.
You guys
A
would
week?
not see me
Oh, so
for
she
a
like
week.
torture you for a week?
Okay.
She
Well,
would just go berserk. She would just go completely berserk, and I'd have to be like,
Wolverine berserk or like berserk Gears of War?
I think more Gears of War berserk. She'd be like running around,
You be running around?
screaming, fucking seething. She'd be seethingly mad. Oh God,
this is a
I want to see that.
this is a very specific thing to point out or even draw an analogy for. But in video games on 360, when we would do when there would be peer-to-peer connections instead of dedicated servers, you would notice sometimes it would happen in Halo and Call of Duty as well, where like you would see somebody shoot a gun, and then the bullets would kind of come from like a little bit above the gun.
Yeah,
It would be where the cursor wouldn't exactly indicate where
It's
the
not the
bullet's
cursor.
coming from.
It's like when you're looking at somebody else shooting, like the bullets would always come from like the eye line, but they would start at the like up where the muzzle was. Anyway, that's how you position your mic towards your mouth.
Oh.
That you always speak like like this, and it reminded me of that, which is like a very specific thing.
I don't like having things in front of my
funny.
face, man. I think because I'm so homophobic.
You're so
I don't
homophobic
like-
that you can't have a phallic-shaped object
Yeah.
next to your mouth at any given moment.
It's
crazy.
You might be too tempted to like,
To actually,
I don't want to eat it.
to just suckle on it.
Yeah.
Suck the
Down
whole thing
your
away.
entire throat.
The whole fucking arm is gone.
That's really
my
distressing.
Oh, whoops. My apologies.
My apologies.
Here's how I talk.
Apologies.
I did your
No,
dad on
no.
Sacred, by the way.
Did you tell me it was my dad?
I did.
Okay, I was
There was people in the comments like, "I'm so glad Kingston's dad made an appearance on Sacred."
Oh my God.
I had to do it. Today's episode, the one that dropped today.
Yeah, Lily saw it on freaking on Facebook. She was like, "It's named Kingston's dad." And I was like, "Oh
there was just
no!"
so many. We did so many. I was like, you know what? I want to just dedicate a title to him.
Do you
I
have a
don't-
picture of your dad that we could just use as the thumbnail for real?
I'd have to find
It's
a
just a
picture.
real,
of my
it's
dad.
a real ass thumbnail.
That's crazy.
I found a picture of my dad.
That is insanity.
Could you draw him?
I would accept a drawing of your dad. I don't want
me drawing my dad would just be an ape, probably.
As soon as I see
it looked
him-
like Myron's co-host. That's all it was.
Come on, man. Look, as soon as I see your real dad, it won't be as fun in me. I can't see him.
I think.
Yeah, I don't want to know
Did
what
you
he
see
looks
the
like.
picture the
Yeah.
guy made? He was like, "Oh, I love you, son. I love you,
Yeah, that-
my little
Your
Batiman."
little Batiman. Long ass lips kissing you.
Wait, I don't know if I saw this.
Yeah,
I think I liked it because I was like, I'll find this later.
Oh, okay, yeah. It's
show
on the
you.
Snark Tank team.
the Twitter, yeah.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
yeah,
Little Butty boy.
Twitter's
Come
a
on.
mess.
Boy.
Twitter's a disaster. I don't trust it anymore
The
because like,
pages. That website is getting wilder and wilder, dude.
well, the thing for me is like, it doesn't let me do two-factor authentication on
Oh,
Twitter.
that's
So like if I log out and I log back in,
over, yeah.
I can't get access to it. And so for me, I'm like, I've thought about trying to get the Snark Tank Twitter account back, but I was just like, it's not worth. No, because I don't really use Twitter that much, but it's like a good DM. It's like a good DM thing for me.
You should wait. Somebody's number is in the. Oh wait, two-factor doesn't work unless you subscribe, right? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
So basically, it would just have to like. Would you want me to?
I mean, I don't care. That's the kind of the
You
thing.
don't care
it's
enough?
well, also the thing that I've noticed is that Twitter is kind of like meaningless. Like it doesn't actually, it doesn't do anything. It's better to have like Instagram and TikTok stuff
Right.
on the long lips.
Yeah.
Ew, is that supposed to be your dad?
Yeah.
With like the little mustache?
Yeah.
That's just like a soft French mustached you.
Yeah, it is a. I like that
Ew.
person did that. They made it look like you.
That's me.
That's you. That's amazing. Let me see.
Little
Batiman.
Me little butty bun. So this is Kingston's dad, according to.
He does look like a French Kingston.
That looks insane.
My dad's not French. He's Cuban and Jamaican.
There might be a little French in him. You never know.
No, he's
Maybe
not. Because I'm
French-
not French at all.
Well, you know, at least like probably a Frenchman kissed him up a little bit. He's got a little DNA on him or
I
something.
mean, he might have kissed somebody related to me, I guess.
it was something like that.
I do love how you look in this.
Little Kingston.
Little
Aw.
Kingston.
That's fucking great.
That should be the thumbnail, actually.
Oh, just change because I have a version of.
Oh,
him.
do we have one
No,
of
it's up. I have a version.
Oh, okay, all right. Yeah,
But That's actually
Who
that would have been
who
good.
did you make my dad in the fucking?
Oh, I did it. So
you just color grade Nigel
No, it's
Thornberry
the-
black.
no, that would have been great actually. No, it's the one exception I did for because I could not find a. I think I mentioned this. I couldn't find a black man wearing.
It's the thumbnail for the last episode's insane.
I hate that you.
Is that a
made
real
my
person?
Dad as,
It's not. I mean, it might be because so I couldn't find. I could not find. I tried to find a black man wearing like a safari. Something not even Victorian, even modern. It's
impossible.
Black people don't
Yeah,
do this.
they don't go out there.
They don't do that. So I had to. I was like, this is the exception I'm gonna make.
That's what they ran away from.
I asked Chat. Yeah, that is
we
that
got
is very
on
true.
the boat on purpose.
That is very
Yeah,
true.
you're like it's probably nice over there. There's probably like mosquitoes and stuff.
And you're like, whoa. Were we surprised?
That's crazy.
You won't have to fight anymore. You won't have to fight any more animals.
No
That
more
sounds
animals.
good. You're just in chains now.
We're only fighting
Yours and
spiritual
change
animals
and
now.
Fight upgraded muskets.
My
favorite-
dad's the one that coerced him on the boat. He was like, "Come on, everyone,
You're dead. It's gonna be fine.
It's gonna be fine. The
Guys,
new
it'll be
world's gonna
fine.
be so cool."
The new world is new. That means it's better.
It's better.
Yes.
They're like,
Aren't you tired of running from lions?
you know what? Yeah.
Don't you? All your resources will go towards better things. Come on.
dad has a very good point.
Kingston's dad has a great idea.
You know, my dad is the reason why there's no Black Panther. He found the herb and burned it. He was like, "We can't."
He found the herb and
It
burned
burned
it.
up all the way. That's insane.
It was real.
It was real. We had a
ruined
chance. We had a chance at excellence, and he was just like,
No. I don't think so.
he doesn't even take it himself.
Yeah, you
He's
would
just like,
think.
no, thank you.
It's unbecoming.
This will
you're kinda-
make me a Batman. I don't want that.
You're dripped out in some God of War stuff today. I don't think I've ever noticed this much at once. You got like a God of
you
War
are
shirt on,
very-
and you got the lanyard.
Oh, yeah. This was from the 25th anniversary or 20th anniversary? This 20th anniversary. 20th. Obviously 20th because it came out in 2005.
Yeah.
So the 20th anniversary, we went to the art gallery.
Oh.
And there was just a bunch of cool shit there. Of course, the panel that had fucking both of them, T.C. Carson and Christopher Judge. I was like, oh my god, they made up like T.C. Carson made up with Santa Monica. Sold out in negative seconds.
That's so annoying.
I had no chance to get it.
Of course you weren't getting in there, dude.
So mad.
Of course you're not. You're like,
They
what?
added to another show. So, but it was like 130 something seats per show. So of
That's
course,
kind of crazy for God of War, though. Like, I mean,
it's insane.
I don't know if I would pay that for even like a.
What made me mad? It wasn't even like the seats were.
Oh, I'd pay for things I'd like.
It wasn't
100%.
even the seats weren't even expensive. That's the thing where it's like it wasn't ward off some people and only the people that are willing to pay this significant
Right.
price. No, the seat it was like $14 or no, sorry, it was like $30 or something like that. And I was like, no chance. I immediately had no chance. So at least I went to the gallery.
Yeah.
Yeah, the gallery
sounds
was cool. So
Did they have actual fucking what you call the Blaze of Olympus there?
they had stuff.
These
there.
are actually
they had
from
stuff there
Olympus.
that I legitimately wanted to run out with, and which I felt like I could have had a chance at some points because it was so packed in a way that it was illegal. That fire code shit. And
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
at a certain point, I was like, especially upstairs. Where there was people, they had magnifying glasses too for like the real snobs. Where they're like, and checking the authenticity and everything. I was like, it's crazy because you can buy some of the pieces, some
Yeah.
of them, and I was like, oh, some of these original pieces, and I'm like, absolutely not. I'll maybe take a copy, but even the copies are kind of pricey.
That's like those animation cells that people have, right? Where
Uh-huh.
like it's like, oh, it would be so cool to have that cell, like that actual drawing from that show. One of the ones I wish I had was like is Plankton during the Fun song.
Oh yeah,
What is
yeah.
that? Which one is that?
It's just like a drawing of Plankton. It's
is
when
for
they're F
friends.
is for friends who
He's
do
just
stuff
standing
together.
there?
There's a scene specifically that I'm absolutely in love with where he's drawn. I made it my Discord image because I love it so much. Where oh no, wait, did it stop? Wait, what happened?
Isn't he just sitting there like
F is for fire that burns down the whole town.
U
U
is
is for uranium.
bombs? And it's for no survivors.
It's so good.
He's so evil. He's just an evil guy, dude.
That's great.
He's an evil feller.
Dude, that pause and then bombs is so good.
Uranium. bombs. I fucking love this.
So it's really small. I made it my Steam. It wasn't my Discord, but it's like it's that where he's like he's sitting in SpongeBob's hand, but he's like he's his arms are behind him and he's squinting real hard. It's great.
That's sick.
The scene from the movie where he's like in the veins.
Oh yeah,
I'm like, that is one of my, because that's the angriest I've seen a person at that point in my life. Like when I was like maybe 6, I was like, that's the most mad I've ever seen anybody.
Yeah,
it's the most mad
He
you
was
can be.
he was so mad. He was all veins.
yeah.
And then he had to breathe or else he was gonna die if he tried to push that too long.
Yeah, there's a couple of animation cells that I would like to have, but like they're too,
Amin
Yeah.
has
They're
one of Fat
ridiculous.
Albert. Amin has like a few Fat Albert ones.
Really?
Yeah, he does. And there was one point I remember when you were living with them.
Yeah.
It was the funniest thing I've ever seen because like he had like right next to the kitchen. It was hung up. It was like Fat Albert, and it was just him. I think it was just like a full on shot.
Yeah.
Of him in the red, and then Kingston was wearing this red shirt, and he walked out of the kitchen, and it was nuts because it looked insane. It looked like the movie was happening.
That's awesome. With Keenan, what's his name?
Yeah, Kenan Thompson.
Keenan Thompson. Yeah.
That's crazy that I actually forgot that movie was.
That movie came out a long time ago, dude.
It did come out a lot, but
it
it was
like
still
2003 or
way
something?
too late.
Way too late.
Even so,
That's like the Rocky and Bullwinkle live action movie, right?
That's-
Where that came out in like the 90s or something.
No, it came out like 2000, 2001.
No, no way.
No, I swear.
I would be
2001.
stacked. I mean, that's as high as I would accept.
either way,
It came- it
2002,
came-
no way, it's too late.
It came out before the towers fell, I'm pretty sure.
really?
Well,
Let's find out.
well, I would say so as well.
Well, yeah, you both were.
The towers fell.
Yeah, Rocky and Bullwinkle. Maybe it's 2000.
There's no reason I should have been
Live action
alive and
Rocky
saw
and
that movie.
Bullwinkle.
What
There's
happened?
no reason I should have been alive to see that movie. I should have been alive to see that in theaters.
2000.
Wow. What does it say when? in 2000?
Let me see.
You know why I remember that movie? There's another nostalgia trip. I remember watching that movie's trailers when the Justice League animated movie came out. And watching it on Cartoon Network and then advertising it.
Oh, that would make sense. That's how you would associate things.
Justice League animated movie?
Yeah, when it came out with before they did the show, they did the animated movie. Everybody finally came together.
Yeah, they did one in like 2000.
Yeah.
Is it like a pilot essentially?
It's longer than a
Was it like a
pilot.
repackaging of an old thing?
I'm assuming it was like 4 episodes put together when they like.
Is
when
that
they,
what-
that
it's-
might be what it is.
I
yeah.
think I know what you mean then, because like okay, yeah, okay. So that came out at that time. That's interesting.
That's a huge wild nostalgia because I remember life being so fun then.
Yeah, it's kind of wild.
I love like
Let me type release
cartoons
date.
coming on.
yeah,
I remember like
it's
cartoons
not
coming
that
out and me
big.
being like, "Oh my god, yeah, a new cartoon." Like Samurai Jack was on at that time.
Do you remember do you remember when shows would premiere
Yeah,
and it would be kind of exciting because you kind of knew that they were going to be good?
June 30th.
Like,
had
I
a
remember
good
the
feeling.
June 30th. Oh, okay, so right in the summer 2000.
Robert De Niro.
Robert De Niro's in that movie? Does he play Rocky?
is he the John?
Does he play Rocky?
Is
He's
John?
evil guy with monocle.
Oh my god.
I don't even know who the fuck that is.
I don't remember that at all.
Like
Wait a second, are they drawn? Why do I remember them as being CG?
I guess they are
I
drawn,
don't
aren't
think
they?
were CG. I don't remember.
I guess they are kind of. It's
That-
like it's
oh, yeah,
like.
what the fuck is that then?
Wait, hold on.
You know what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
right?
that looks different. Hold on.
That's tripping me the fuck up, man.
Let's look.
Rocky and Bullwinkle is such a Smurfs ass property, though. Like, I don't know. Like,
It's
There's
so
no
not-
reason
my
why we should-
grandma
I don't
liked that
remember
show.
much. There was Nazis in this show.
there were Nazis in Rocky and Bullwinkle?
I don't remember.
I mean,
That's how old that movie is. That's how old that property,
property
is that they
is.
could
My
just have
grandma liked it.
Nazis.
That's how old it was.
Rocky and Bullwinkle?
grandma
Yeah,
was
my
like-
grandmother liked it too. That's probably the only reason I know
I
it.
remember this chick. I remember wanting to like who she represents.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
I remember that. But
I remember the two
I guess
bad-
This is how it looks, I guess.
What the fuck
That
is
looks
that?
like a shit.
That looks...
That looks like a shit with Cocoa Boy, the fucking cheesy puffs on his head.
Okay, so we're looking at screenshots for the Rocky and Bullwinkle movie
Yeah,
from
yeah.
2000, June 30th or whatever. I gotta say, that is shockingly modern looking because that's like the cell shading on that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that seems like that looks like a Fortnite skin.
It really
It
does,
does.
actually.
Literally,
It
that looks like
really
it's
does.
rendered in the Fortnite.
I'm surprised he's not in Fortnite yet. I'm probably not in Fortnite.
Yeah, Rocky and Bullwinkle, Wallace and Gromit.
I mean,
Stop
I feel
with the
like
Wallace and Gromit. They're not gonna be in. They're not. It's not happening.
I don't know, man.
dropping, boys?
I feel like we could do this.
we could start a movement to get Wallace and Gromit in Fortnite right now today.
Yeah. I feel like recently they were mentioned in something big, but I don't know why. I don't
Yeah,
remember.
Love on the
There
Spectrum.
was chicken. Whoa.
I mean, probably actually.
Can I say something about that show?
What?
It's not Autistic and Afraid, but
Heard it's a good show.
I've been watching that show
there's
because
more?
it's on Netflix, and I was like, oh yeah, I guess I never really watch it. I've seen clips.
Are there,
It's
more,
like
are there more seasons, or is it just like?
fuck, I don't remember. I think there might be 3.
Oh wow!
But I could be wrong. Like
I
I'm
watched the
basically
first season. And I thought that was a one-off. I didn't
You know
know.
what I started watching? Okay, can you finish?
Well, I was just saying, like, it's a surprisingly like heartwarming show.
Of course it is.
Like, I just assumed that because it's reality TV about dating, I thought it would be like more exploitative than it is, and it is by definition exploitative because ultimately, like, you know, you're making
Absolutely.
content off, you know,
Absolutely.
all of that programming is inherently on some level. But like I was watching, I was like, oh, I like these people.
But it's also
I actually want
humanizing, right?
Yeah, like I want that. Like I actually like I'm rooting for these people.
Yeah.
And then I looked it up afterwards, and like they're all damn near all of them are actually still together.
That's dope.
Which is kind of it's I don't know. It was nice.
I remember from the first season. If you saw that, there was that guy that always wore the suspenders. Do you remember that guy?
I don't know.
There was like this goofy.
I picked like a random episode of like a random season.
Okay. Yeah, there was this guy that was dripped out always. He looked like he was an assistant to a train conductor. That's how he would always dress.
Right.
And it was like, is anyone? Maybe it's the different show. I might be thinking of a different show actually.
You might be thinking of
No, I might. Be,
never mind.
what are you gonna say?
Oh, you're like what, retards on a monorail or something like that?
No, I was gonna say like retards and suspenders getting
You
coffee.
sound like fucking RFK Jr. I was watching that show. Retards at a monorail.
retards and a monorail.
They need to be extinct.
Retards in suspenders watching monorails is a great program.
It's a great program that shows it proved me slightly incorrect that they actually do have feelings.
He laughs like SpongeBob.
He does. Ah!
I started watching a show called White Lotus.
They have feelings.
Oh, I've heard good things about the White Lotus.
Show's insane.
It's
Yeah.
like autism, the show, right?
Yeah.
Or is that?
It's about
I'm sorry. I get my information from RFK. I'm sorry. I didn't know.
Yeah, no.
it's about like this rich family full of just degens and a lot of like fucking incestuous like it's HBO, so you know the incest.
I know Walton Goggins is in it.
I've
is.
heard good things.
He says the N-word.
Oh, does he really?
Times.
I gotta
love
watch it now.
I love it. I love it.
I gotta live vicariously through
Is
Walton
he like
Goggins.
is he still in the ghoul makeup? Is this like precursor?
Stop.
This is what
He
it-
existed well before the ghoul makeup. Stop.
This, I don't know what you're
Is
talking
it the
about.
ghoul before he? Is the ghoul's right before? Like this show ends, the series ends, and it literally picks up with Fallout happening. in the
Yeah.
beginning. Like it's like a book end into something else.
You know what blew my mind? You ever heard of the game Drakengard?
Yeah.
You ever play those? So I ever played
No,
Drakengard.
I think I heard of
It was
it.
like Square Enix, whatever type shit. You would ride dumb dragons, and you're a guy hacking, slashing a bunch.
Yeah.
I had fun with it.
Yeah, Drakengard, I remember seeing the box art
Yeah,
and wanting it and then never getting it.
I never got
There's a
it.
dude on a dragon. It's like a black box.
I don't remember. I can't remember that. I just remember playing the game and thinking it was pretty interesting. I just found out recently that those are prequels to Nier Automata.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I had no idea about that either.
Fucking yeah. I was like, this dragon riding stupid game,
Yeah,
and
this
then
one.
the way that it ends, when you beat it a specific way, is like, oh, here's canonically how Nier Automata happens, and I'm like, this. I'll accept this, but I just have to say, it feels a little shoehorned. But you know, I'm completely fine with being like, yeah, if that was your plan from the entire thing, holy shit.
Yeah.
Never would have thought that would ever exactly. The way that you're looking right now, I was like,
Well, why are you surprised? You don't even know what Drakengard is.
well, just having an idea. Well, I guess that is.
I think that IP. I think that.
Describing what you described to me,
And then it's in the same
and
universe.
what I know from Nier Automata.
I guess it depends on how you say it.
It's
What is that?
it's automata.
What does it mean? It is automata, but some people go automata.
I say automata because
I don't like
I speak
automatopoeia.
stupid.
Yeah, it's an onomatopoeia. I think.
Yeah.
But
I think that's cool. I
there's
like that. Shit.
dragons, and then there's robots.
And then it's
there's big booty robots.
it is an interesting
Well, it's the same thing with.
universe.
Yeah, I mean it's the same thing with. Although the rights got complicated because Microsoft bought them, but like I mean, Halo and Marathon are the same.
What?
Yeah. The whole point. They're inherently connected. like inherently, like not just through like references or whatever.
I haven't looked into marathon, so where
I don't know how that's the thing. It's like I don't know how that works now because
they haven't said yet.
Microsoft owns Halo now,
So
and Bungie doesn't.
So there was a period of time where Chief exists in the universe of Marathon.
No, it's more about I'm not gonna get
You
into
gotta
it.
explain it. You can't bring that up and not explain it.
Is there any timeline? Is there? Have the developers said anything about the timeline?
So ex developers have.
Okay.
But like the Marathon's a mess. Like Marathon is like a mix of Halo and Destiny to the point where it's just like there's magic shit, but it's like very low key. Like at the end of all the sci-fi shit, you find out there's like a god inside of a moon, and it's like it's nuts.
Oh, great.
But like I can't remember exactly what the thing is, but the idea is like the universe always kind of loops back into itself and kind of starts again.
Restarts.
And I can't remember exactly what the specifics are. It's crazy though, because Marathon Infinity is like a mess. That Marathon, the third Marathon game takes place in like 7 different timelines, and only one of them is real, but they won't tell you. It's a lot.
I don't know. Wait, you said the third marathon game. What did you say?
The third Marathon game, yeah.
What does that mean?
What do you mean?
There's 3 marathons.
There's 3 marathons.
There's marathon games before there's the marathon game coming out.
Yeah.
I don't know.
This is
Marathon's
pretty
a boomer shooter from the 90s on Mac that Bungie used to make.
So what you're thinking right now, the marathon the marathon.
Didn't know that.
Yeah,
marathon
it's
that's coming out?
it's old as fuck.
I can tell you, the marathon that's coming out is pretty much the Titanfall. You know, the shooter.
Apex to Titanfall.
Apex to Titanfall. Yeah, it's that.
It's that kind of a thing, sort of.
yes.
Except it's got the same name because it's more explicitly tied into the same
Right.
stuff.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, the first Marathon I think was the first game ever actually, and this is real, to have mouse aiming for a first-person shooter.
I've literally never heard of this.
I know. It's because it's a Mac game.
You're like
It's-
third marathon game.
It's a Macintosh game from the 90s.
Isn't one coming out? Isn't
I
the
was
first
like, my
one coming
brain was
out
like,
right now?
Surely he meant, and then first I was like, surely you meant Destiny. And I was like, but there isn't 3 Destinies. So I was just like,
You're just getting further and further lost.
I don't know what the hell's going on.
There were old games on the Macintosh that were then never really preserved because like nobody cared about Mac gaming. Really,
You can't
That
play
is
them anymore?
true. That is true.
no, you can still play them, but like, so they're on Steam now, but they're not. But like, it took a long time to get there. And I think the more popular way that people have played it is through this like mod. It's free. You can play those games for free. They're complete, and they're really weird. But yeah, they're old. It's an old fucking IP.
I love me
It's
some
nuts.
space magic.
It's like 95, 94.
I love when people get to do dumb stuff because of space magic.
I mean, I'm happy for you. I
love it.
I don't need it. I guess it's
so silly.
It's not even like I'm not even like. I guess I'm more indifferent. Where whenever I'm in space, I've just been infected with like the military sci-fi bug, and I just always want to go in a more. I don't mind it being because it's like an alien because everything's magic if you don't understand it, right?
Yeah.
So like I'm okay with that too, to where something comes along and it's so fucking fantastical because it's beyond our comprehension. So yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, I prefer the military angle too. Like I don't know, there's like Alien and things like that.
I'm the literal opposite.
But I also think, but like so like Halo was all military sci-fi. Destiny was pretty much like it was barely any military. Like that was more like fantasy. It's fantasy sci-fi, but not much military. Marathon is like if it was still military sci-fi, but there was like, but the magic was just insane science. Basically, it's not really like wizard magic shit. It's more like supercomputers and fucking that kind of thing. It's cool shit. I like it.
I'm bored of the aliens, military. Fight aliens.
I love it.
I think it's great.
Mech suit.
I never get tired of that shit.
I love it.
Mech suit.
It's
fly
just,
around.
I like
in
the idea.
ship.
I'm so because like
colony ship, space
fucking,
virus.
It's great, dude. Sometimes I need cookie cutter stuff. Like I like when things kind of branching it better. Like say the writing gets better. What is that? Is it Exodus or something that's coming out?
Oh, the Mass Effect follow up.
Yeah,
right? Yeah.
Like I was listening to the audiobook a little bit too. You do the what is it's connected to Amazon Audible?
Oh, the
30-day Audibles and just listen to this and then cancel. Like
yeah, exactly. Like a jackass.
Cancel it while it's going on.
Sometimes I do.
Dude, I do that immediately. I do that
right?
immediately.
Like
whenever there's like something like
I make different emails. I've had stars 13 times, bro.
those 17. That's so funny. Those like 7 free days for free trials.
yeah.
I cancel that thing immediately
You have
the
to
second I do
a
it.
lot of times because
You
they
forget.
count on you forgetting. Just like I forgot Paramount Plus, they got me.
I still got Paramount.
They
Plus.
got me.
They got me,
Because Lily silly ass who watches SpongeBob regularly, so she's like, I want Paramount Plus to watch SpongeBob and Victorious, and I'm like, Lillian, I hate you
That's
so
crazy.
much, girl.
I mean, you just watch it once and then you like watch it that month and then you cancel it.
She can watch SpongeBob every single
But there are
day.
SpongeBob episodes for free on YouTube. I'm pretty sure.
Not all of it. She wants all.
But she's not okay. Whatever. You guys do whatever you want with your fucking money.
Yeah, it's cool. It's like whatever, man. We're just paying for fucking.
Yeah.
If it was up to me, we'd have no streaming services. We'd have like Max probably. Yeah,
Out
Max
of the
and maybe
bundle,
Prime.
that $17 bundle. It's Max, Hulu, and
Plus Disney Plus. No,
Disney, yeah.
No, it is.
Yeah, Disney, Hulu, and Max. It's $17.
That's not bad.
It's
although we're back to cable packages again.
we are. Because they have the ad free and all this shit too, that the packages are like $30-something now. They have like some big.
One time, one of our friends,
It's getting up there.
Ridiculous.
Joe was on TV once, so I had to buy the $95 thing.
Fuck you.
For what you call it, so I could see him on the show. And I did that for a month. I was like, this is so fucking stupid. But everybody's here. Everybody showed up, and Joe was like, oh, I don't know how to get it. And I was like, no. It's my TV, so I'll pay for this. I was just like, no.
They didn't even have. Was this around the time where? Because I know YouTube TV offers like a free month.
Nah, I was on a particular channel. And
Something that you probably didn't
something
have access
random
to.
as shit. And I was like,
Joe's on TV. I was thinking about not right now. I think it was what?
My computer just like went
Went on?
live. I don't know.
Yeah, I put my computer to sleep sometimes.
Yeah.
And it'll come back on even though I disabled it being turned on by like the mouse.
Yeah.
Like so things can't move and it still just turns on.
Yeah, I have that setting on too. It doesn't matter.
So I'm like, oh, thanks.
It's a complete fucking lie.
I wake up in the morning and it's been running and I'm like, oh, cool.
Yeah.
I turn my computer off every time I'm done with it.
I don't because sometimes I like
Yeah, it's still
I have a
open,
lot
yeah.
of stuff open and I'm like
I get it.
I just want to go to bed.
Yeah.
Me,
Pick
it's
up
off.
where I left from.
I do at least like twice a week. Start it off overnight.
Yeah.
It's better for the machine.
Definitely, especially your memory, so you can like reset it.
What the fuck were we? Anyway.
Oh,
What the hell were
yeah.
we talking about? Oh yeah, we should.
We talk about
Let's
the
get into subjects of conversation before we move on to questions.
Marathon.
No.
What?
There's nothing to talk about marathon.
I want
I want to talk about Content Cop.
I want there to be at least 3 Hispanic characters. None of them dark skin. All of them women.
In marathon?
Yeah.
There probably will not be people in marathon.
Fuck!
There's probably going to be no humans in that game at all.
I don't care. I need humans.
I need a human connection.
I want humans.
So saith the suits.
What? What is it? What did you just say?
So saith the suits.
The suits?
Yeah, the producers.
The big wigs.
Oh, okay.
Well, I should say
wig
I should say
You, you said saith and then suits, which is,
so it
are
sounds-
two so separate, like the old English and then like a modern
Yeah,
businessman.
so
That I
saith-
thought like the suits, like is that a clan, like SOOTS, like what?
the
Was,
suit.
like an ancient
The
clan of
suities?
guys.
So saith the what are they called again? The board of director. What are they
Yeah,
called? Those people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those, so I need a person.
Look,
right now.
I need a fuckable. I need them to be
fuckable female
fuckable.
character. I need a fuckable female character, or else the men are not going to want this series.
Private Bungie. I need a
Private Bungie.
Private Bungie. I need,
Private Bungie. It's me, John Bungie.
it's me. It's me.
What's the name of the person?
Bungie.
That girl with the sword?
Who?
The girl with the half truths from the Bungie game?
What the half truths?
Yeah,
What
the
fuck you
sword.
saying?
The sword from the Bungie game. The girl that has the fucking big sword in the old Bungie game. It's like an RPG. I forgot what it's called.
Oh, Oni?
Is it Oni?
Are you talking about the anime looking one?
Yeah. The
That's
bitch with the
Oni.
big sword? Yeah.
What about that?
She's cool.
You want that?
I want that. I want only female characters. I want them all ovulating visibly.
Oh my god.
And I want them all
Visibly obvious.
visibly ovulating because I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, I don't either.
I don't know what that is, but that's the magic of it.
You tell
We're about
them
to
to
find
get to
out.
work.
We're about to find out.
Okay.
We get pictures of women ovulating all over my fucking all over my Google.
All over my
tell
god.
Ask ChatGPT, like, what does ovulation look like physically?
What does a
what is
woman ovulating?
Yeah, what does she
like?
look like when she's ovulating?
ChatGPT
ChatGPT's
is like-
you're a fucking freak. You're an absolute freak.
You're a fucking weirdo. Here's
I'm not
sci-
talking to you anymore.
Yeah. You can't. I'm not using, and it just
He
it like
deletes the app.
collapses on itself.
It deletes the app off your phone.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like, what the hell happened?
Like, oh well, fuck. I try to find like a. It let me. I try to find like there's like this island like Hawaii or reggae song that I cannot. I only remember the main guitar lick, and I tried everything to find it, and it suggested me everything except for what I was looking for. I was like, fuck,
Look up Reggae Raggets. It's the fucking best.
I'm not doing that. What is that? That sounds so stupid already. Reggae Raggeds?
Yeah.
Is it Scooby Doo doing a reggae song? It's not that, is it?
It's not real. I made it up.
Okay, good. Yeah, he's ragged. So stupid.
Terrible at making things up.
Let's talk about fucking.
Let's talk about the chomp.
Yeah, the YouTube had a big surprise.
Yeah,
I think we're all kind of surprised, right? Because we were going to talk about it on the other episode, but it came out too late.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Content Cop. It turned out to be H3, Ethan Klein, because obviously. But the interesting thing is, it was about the friendship or lack thereof of Ian and Ethan.
Yeah,
That was like 90% of it. That was most of it. So that was interesting. I wasn't expecting that for it to be like an hour, and it was covering mostly that. But it makes sense. I think Ian is somebody who realizes he's like, this isn't my wheelhouse to like talk about like the broader subjects between like say Israel, Palestine or anything.
right. Yeah,
So he was just like, I'm going to talk about specifically what's happening between me and Ethan. And I will say, I didn't need that. I understand why he did it.
sure.
I completely understand why he did it. He was just like, you've been talking shit and throwing shade. Like, let's go. And so it felt a little nice. Where I'm like, I just didn't expect that. I thought he was kind of like past this at this point. Like, I don't care about. I'm not going to use my platform for stuff like this anymore. But no. Being kind of antagonistic by being with Hassan and all those fucking his orbiters and shit. I was like, damn, that shot's fired.
It was funny.
Yeah.
I liked that intro, and there's a line that he did say that made me chuckle.
Yeah,
which was like, I think Ethan was giving like an analogy where he was like, he was the black student.
Oh right.
And Ian was like, so in this analogy, Ethan is the black student and I'm the white person not marching with him. March alone, black student.
that
was a good line.
That stream that was referenced. That was because I was saying the people have all theorized, and I think even Idubbbz. I think seems pretty clear that stream that Ethan and Hassan had, that was the start of everything. When he just absolutely lost his mind, because he was so thoroughly embarrassed in it when they were talking about like, I can't. Like, hey, it's racist to suggest Sam Sia to speak to me, but then also Ethan will speak on behalf of Jewish people,
right?
And then so he shows that, and that particular stream was when Ethan seemed like it was the point of no return, where he was so thoroughly embarrassed by like both of his audiences, like Hassan and his, to where things kind of shifted a little bit on the Reddits, the subreddits, and all that shit, and then he just like never recovered from that, and it's kind of crazy to see. I've never seen somebody. Usually, most people kind of when they get embarrassed in a stream or debate, whatever it is, they kind of brush it off because it's at the end of the day, they're like, it's fucking internet. Like, that's embarrassing. Maybe they'll unlist a thing. Mm-hmm. Like I've seen that happen many a times. Like some chud gets destroyed by somebody, and then they'll just unlist. Charlie Kirk recently did that.
Yeah, unless it's something recently.
Yeah, like so it's stuff like that. They usually just do that. They're like, oh fuck, that was embarrassing. Unlist. They just go about it, but. This is different. But I wasn't, I don't know, what are your guys' thoughts?
It's too long.
I think even before he watched it, I already said that. I was like,
too
it's
long.
got an hour.
Yeah, an hour is unnecessary. Like, I think a lot of that could have been dialed down.
Yeah.
It could have been tightened up. I think that could have been edited into a tight 30 minutes.
I agree.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe even a little bit less. Maybe like 25.
Tight 15 minutes.
Well, 25 to 30.
15 minutes of bomb after bomb after bomb after bomb.
15's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought
25.
Like, I don't know. I thought it was fine. Like, I guess
Cut it.
While I was watching it, I was struck with this feeling of just like, man, I just don't care, I'm just like very apathetic about this situation because I think Ethan, as a content creator, I mean, he's just been podcasting about things that make him upset for like the last like 3 years, it seems like.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So like I stopped caring a long time ago.
Right.
So I was watching and I was like, okay, this could be tighter. There could be more jokes here too. I thought it was like a little serious, which I didn't think it needed to be.
Yeah.
Because I think Content Cop as a show should be a little bit more irreverent
right.
and less. I don't know. I feel like if you were gonna bring it back, I think it's a valid target. I just kind of, I don't know.
I think he's probably a little.
Ball, yeah.
I think he's probably a little leery about making jokes again because of the fact that I think the jokes he made are the reason why he probably took a step away from that content.
Yeah, but if you're gonna do it,
no. I'm
not saying scream the N-word.
I want it. I want him. I
know you want.
I like that content.
You and I are on the same page. Is that we didn't, and I imagine you too. That you didn't have some huge problem with a lot of the old jokes. We understand Nate doesn't want to do them anymore, and that's completely fine. But it's just from our perspective, we weren't one of the, like when you released that video. What was it called? Like I Miss the Old Idubbbz or something. I think it was called something like that. Like I watched it, I reacted to the whole thing, and I was just like, "This is so overboard for me. This is like overkill. Like the things that he was accusing himself of like what he thinks he did. He reminded me of like say something I would accuse Joe Rogan of." Like, this is what Joe Rogan has done to certain communities, certain marginalized groups. And I'd be like, Joe Rogan, you need to get on your knees and fucking beg for forgiveness. And that was the way that Ian was behaving. And I was like, I don't think it's that. Look, he has every right to feel that way. He feel how the fucking way he wants to.
Absolutely.
I think it's very much so a personal journey he's going on. I think even this is another personal journey because I feel like I can tell he probably wanted to be way more negative. But he was probably trying to be like as informative as possible. He's like, hey,
he was trying to be nice.
This is what's happened. Because I think he still clearly cares about.
He absolutely does.
But I just don't. I don't know. Like
it was just good.
I don't think you should
care about
on some level.
But why though?
Like care about like say what Ethan like say. Because I agree. Because look, I'm on the position. I'm on the one side that I'm like, I want Ethan to get better for the sole purpose of he'll stop fucking with people. Not necessarily for himself anymore, because to me he's proven himself, and his producers, his people that are there still sticking by him, they've proved that it ain't about his well-being or their family's well-being or none of that shit. So I'm kind of like, all right, you guys do whatever the fuck you're gonna do. If you're gonna crash out, go right the fuck ahead. But I would prefer if Ethan would stop doxing people. Stop doing crazy shit which is the one thing that I feel like I'm losing my mind, that there's not enough people that are focusing on that one subject. Idubbbz didn't touch it either. And it kind of like, I don't need him to talk about
doxing that dude in the Instagram story thing.
Yeah, dude, he did.
That's crazy.
Dude, live on the fucking show, went on Instagram, and found people, and then he went on his fucking story and said his only regret is that he couldn't find more people to fuck with, because most people either have their things locked, right? Like you have to request to follow them, or they're like anonymous, and so he was just mad that he couldn't dox more people, and I'm like, how are we just sweeping over this? Even like Philip DeFranco kind of just mentioned some people this is happening to them and showed a screenshot, but he didn't like cover it in a way that like, hey guys, this is happening and this is a fucking problem. We all know doxing's bad, but why are we pretending for the sake of Ethan it's like not a big fucking deal?
I don't know. There's things, I don't know, man. I'm of the mind where I think
it's weird.
It just became it's too
bombastic in a way that I don't give a fuck about, you know?
No,
like
not even that. I think it's the opposite.
It's not even like crazy. It's like
it's
like
a lot
bad,
of this was
like for real. It's like bad, like for real. Like it's like this is a guy really going through some shit.
No, what I'm saying is like a lot of the content of the video is personal, and I don't think it needs to be, because I think there's enough impersonal stuff to talk about. Right?
I would have preferred that.
Yeah, like I think he's clearly crashing out, and he's been crashing out for a while.
Yeah,
and that's not even. That's coming from like a neutral observation, where it's just like if anybody that I knew was streaming regularly and dedicating as much time to one person, or a group of people as this person was doing, I would consider it a crash out. I don't care who you are, like it's crashing out. And the fact that it's still going on, and like I was watching because Ethan was like streaming, reacting to it, and he's just like obviously not hearing anything, and it's unfortunate. I saw
a couple of minutes,
and I was looking at the chat, and it's all agreeing with him, and I'm just like, what the hell's going on? And I saw it's like, oh, it's members only.
It's
and
members only.
Oh, yeah, that's embarrassing.
It is.
I don't know, man.
He's completely in it. Like that's the thing that's making me mad. Like the people around him, they're completely just allowing and excusing this behavior and just propping up the echo chamber. They do want to get paid, and I'm just like, at the cost of your fucking soul, man.
The way he screamed at dude.
Well, yeah. What value does a soul have, really? Actually,
the way he screamed at dude.
And nowadays,
who actually cares?
He snapped that.
I wish I didn't care. Fuck. I mean that. I'm
on the cusp of really not caring.
I care. I can't help it.
I do. I just made like 2 very long videos talking about the subjects, but started talking about the stuff that Idubbbz left out, like the real shit. And then I did a follow-up talking about propaganda because, like, say I had somebody say that they want to debate me, and I was like, no, that shit's gay. And I explained why.
I'm not gay.
I explained why because fucking and I mean this. This is not hyperbole. I've never met somebody that wanted to debate that was actually trying to do it in good faith or wanted to have some type of discussion or come to a certain consensus or understanding.
Yeah, it never happens.
It just
that's
doesn't
not a debate. A debate.
just doesn't
what
happen.
debates have become is just arguing your point and trying to pwn each other, opposed to like a conversation. It's like, hey, what's your point?
And then,
what's my point?
Dude, what happens a lot of times in this video that I made, I used an example of Destiny talking to Destiny being where he shouldn't have been. He was on it was like the Lex Friedman podcast or whatever, and then Norman Finkelstein was there and some other prominent people were there. And Destiny, it was weird watching him villain max. Like I talked about this where somebody asked me, hey, you should talk to Destiny. He would love to probably have a discussion with you about this conflict. And I said no for the particular reason that he's not interested in hearing me. He's not, first of all, he's not a humanitarian, which is the only people I'd want to talk to. Because he's like, oh, you said live. He's like, I don't care that they should genocide them. They should get rid of them, make them go somewhere else. He's like, I'm sorry, that sounds really awful. He's laughing about it, but this is how I believe. And then when he's having a debate, even when he gets like dead to rights, he's completely wrong. Just how you do in a debate, you chug forward. You don't admit to you being wrong. You don't do. Dude, there's a moment that I lost my mind, and I just want to say this is that there was it was like called like I think it was like 2018, like it was something like the Return to Gaza or something like that. It was like, and it was like a celebration, but it was largely a celebration, but also there was some violence there, but it was overwhelmingly peaceful. And there was a lot of Israeli soldiers, snipers, standing on the outside just sniping a bunch of people, just fucking killing them. And the thing is, so Finkelstein says it was overwhelmingly peaceful. And then Destiny says, you're fucking lying. The UN even disagrees with you. And then Destiny reads saying, literally the first thing he says, although, the protests were mostly peaceful. And then it was like, wait, he said overwhelmingly peaceful. And then Destiny reads in his own words that's mostly peaceful. And I'm like, that's literally the same fucking thing. Mostly, overwhelmingly is not everything. It's not all. It is like if you go on a Steam review.
That's a really semantic thing.
That's the point.
Because I do think overwhelmingly is more than mostly, but like not to the point where it's worth necessarily being. You know what I mean?
Between the two.
He's the one that brought it out and said Norman was lying. So it's not Finkelstein didn't do anything wrong by saying it was overwhelmingly peaceful, which is true. Not it was completely peaceful. I said you go Steam reviews, you see overwhelmingly positive. That does not mean everybody liked the fucking game.
Exactly. It's like the BLM thing too, where it's just like that meme of like most of the protests mostly peaceful.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, but there's like a fire behind him or whatever. And then they talk about how like, dude, I've talked to people where they think entire cities were like leveled. By
I spoke to Latin American family.
I've heard that.
Dude, my aunts and uncles were talking to me about it in Puerto Rico, and they were like, dude, what's up in America? Everybody's going crazy in America over the BLM stuff. Yeah. And I'm like, yeah, that's not happening at all.
Guess who's...
And she's like, La Vivición is telling me this right now. And I'm like...
Guess who's,
this is insane. Lily's mom, the same thing. She's like...
Yeah, it was like one building burnt down or something, and then it's like, the city's gone!
Yeah, dude.
Lily's mother's like...
we're going to need a fucking another, what was it, Chicago or something. It's going to be like the third Chicago now because it's all gone or something.
They burned down Chicago again.
Stop
burning down Chicago.
Like the damage done by like the Palisades wildfire by itself is, I would guarantee you, far more than the entire country throughout the entirety of the riot.
Infinitely,
by an absurd
by a ha amount.
Something that we can't quantify with our own eyes at all.
No.
And it's just like Joe Rogan recently was saying, "Oh, did you hear about because Joe Rogan is he has a little bit of buyer's remorse with endorsing Trump, and he was like, this is terrifying that there's peaceful people and innocent people that are being sent to El Salvador, and this is terrifying." But then he's like, "Oh, propaganda. He turns it back on. He's like, but Biden was letting them in and releasing them and letting them go free. And you remember in Colorado, that Venezuelan gang took over the whole apartment buildings. Complete fucking bullshit propaganda that's been verified to be false.
The people at those buildings were like, "What do you mean,
nigga?
That is what made that so funny. Is that
I didn't even look into it.
Good for you.
The
I was
people
like,
that lived in the building that was taken over were
it's
like,
not worth absorbing that
I'm
shit.
going to get my groceries right now.
Dude, literally,
this isn't taken over by anybody. This is a building.
What does that even mean to take over? Like, what does that even mean?
It means nothing.
Like, why would you take? What value is
You
there in
wouldn't
taking
know if
over a
it
building?
was. You wouldn't really even know if it was.
Why wouldn't you
That's
just
right. Like, for all I know, this building is being taken over right now, and it would make no difference to me.
They don't turn into the Shadowlands like when Daredevil takes over the hand, and everywhere in Hell's Kitchen it looks like a fucking Japanese temple.
But that's how. First of all, that's how stupid their constituents are, and that's how stupid Joe Rogan is. To where, and this is another thing because I want to make a video about Jamie, his producer, not doing, because there's a lot of people that think, and there's like an illusion that Jamie does good work fact checking Joe. He does chicken shit fucking fact checking. So when there's like a really important thing like that he's spewing, leaves it alone. Extremely false bullshit. Just
Sure.
hearing it. Oh, this gang took over an entire apartment building. That sounds like a fucking, like even in fake movies. Let's just say
It sounds like a
Dredd,
video game.
2012 Dredd. There's criminal elements within a building. They didn't take over the entire thing.
What does the building
You know what
become?
I mean?
Does it become something different when they take it over? Is it like in a game where you're doing tower defense and the bad team takes over and it has a different color scheme and stuff?
I was like
it-
Tony Hawk. What the hell was that mode? I can't remember what it was called. Where you would like skate over something.
Conquest?
Where you would skate over something, and then if you did a trick on it, it would turn red, and then like the other player would try to turn it blue.
Oh yeah.
What the fuck is that
I don't know
game?
what it was.
You know what I mean,
King
though,
of the
right?
Hill shit is like, oh, there's been fucking Venezuela here for
Splatoon
20
kinda,
minutes.
actually.
Now it's a different. I don't.
Huh.
Yeah, I don't know what that's called.
I don't know what it's called.
Yeah, man,
It
it's-
bothers the hell out of me that I can't remember.
Describe it to ChatGPT.
No.
Okay, you're all fucking whatever.
I don't care.
So yeah, it's upsetting that it's that easy to just lie and then people are I don't know how you don't question that, something that fantastical, but I understand people like say going back to like say Destiny for example. I understand that he's using these beats as a tool to further an agenda, and it's one of the reasons why I say like I don't debate these people because they're not honest, they're not genuine. Again, they're not humanitarians. They don't care about people. They care about tribalism. Maybe they care about a certain type of person. They care about say, how Ethan phrased in the content nuke. These are clearly the bad guys, because they're Arab. It's not because because I'm like he doesn't consider Benjamin Netanyahu's regime the bad guys because he didn't classify them as that, even though they're doing infinitely worse. It's just like especially when it comes to a Western ideology, of course the other is the bad guys, even though the people in that you represent, the soldiers that are a part of our country, have done infinitely worse. But because of propaganda, you couldn't admit that they're infinitely worse and should be if you want to play that classification, where say real people understand that there is nuances and you don't classify good guy as bad guy unless you're doing propaganda. That's the only way that works.
I don't know, man. I think the situation just seems like outside of all of this, outside of the way you stand, all stuff like that, you can look at the whole situation and see that Ethan is tripping. No matter where you stand on this, there could be an inkling of truth in whatever he's saying, but reaction, the way he's acting, you can look at it and tell he's having an episode.
Yeah,
he just is.
The longest episode.
It's a long,
It's the longest
winding
episode.
it's a long, winding, financially incentivized episode.
It is.
Which is the
it's
problem.
Unfortunate,
But it's not to say dude, I think the CPS stuff was pretty wild.
Oh, I think the fact
that's absurd.
I said it before when I first got here.
Okay, you go ahead.
I said when I first got here. It's really fucked up.
What'd you say?
But it was like, hey, the fact that you could even the girl that spearheaded the whole CPS situation thing about Ethan, I forgot her name. They brought her up about the CPS call about the kids eating cat litter or whatever wild shit it was, right? If I knew that person that said something like that, I'd be like, look, dude, don't say something like that. Your best bet is let the kids get hurt or whatever means it is, but don't put your name in that because if that's wrong, that looks so much worse. Don't ever involve yourself in some sort of unless you.
From whose perspective? I'm just a little confused.
It was I forgot who it was. It was somebody, the person that
Are you saying that the person that called CPS
one of the people that was involved in it, it clearly wasn't one person, because one person.
Wait, who do you? Wait, hold
CPS doesn't answer to one person.
I think he thinks Denhams
calling.
did it or something.
Denhams, that's what.
Oh, you think Denhams did it?
That's what people say. That's what he's saying. That's what Ethan was saying.
That's not true at all.
That is so demonstrably false. It's insane.
Yeah.
But see, this is the problem. This is the
insane.
problem. There's people that believing insane Ethan right now.
Yeah.
Saying insane shit, and it's like, wait, we understand he's crashing out, but I still believe some of the stuff he's saying.
Well, the CPS was called.
Yeah,
that's not in contention. We were talking about who called them.
No, right. But I'm just saying, I was talking about like that's.
I didn't push back against anything.
I'm just reintroducing.
I was trying to say that like if the CPS was involved anyway, that is whatever that is too much.
So I want
that is too much.
Of course, it's too much.
Granted, Ethan doesn't look like his mind is in the best place right now.
Can I?
It's not enough to call.
Let me stay.
CPS.
Let me stay on. Let me stay on the CPS thing, because I think this is really important, because there's so many people that, and this is how propaganda works. So you find the thing that tugs on people's heartstrings, and then they ignore everything else.
True.
So I want to like talk about CPS, and for the people that are retarded, of course, calling CPS is fucked up. I shouldn't have to say that, but people would be like,
yeah, it goes without saying.
People,
it should be obvious.
It should be obvious, but let's examine this. Like, first and foremost. There's people who are getting to like, okay, how did this even happen? Because a lot of people, unfortunately, are seeing calling CPS is the same as getting swatted. First of all, no, because you can't. So CPS doesn't just show up. CPS is not SWAT. First of all, if you were saying the kids were in danger, CPS would be like, call 911. What are you, fucking stupid? They'd be like, you're stupid. Like, so there needs to be credible information, a case, and which means the information that was fed was credible enough for them to actually investigate. Now, that's not seen.
You would hope. Yeah.
It's not you would hope. That's how it works.
Not always. Not always.
No, if there's no grounds for anything, they're not going to get off their asses.
Yeah. Like, it would be like, it's like if multiple cases are brought up, right? If it's constantly brought up, eventually they will take a chance to come and look at it.
What they're going to do is like, if you constantly say something, that's not evidence.
That's true.
I think the argument is that like they don't. It's kind of like how the government is not really caught up to how even just content creation works, and there's no classification for how we do our just tax stuff in an easy way. There's no. Sorry, I think the idea is if enough people are brigading CPS with the same kind of claim, that kind of the volume the volume eventually equates to a level of credibility, because it's just like, well, how could all these?
I understand the position. I just don't even think. I think it's simpler what happened than a bunch of people called.
Yeah, sure, maybe.
What I think it is that he's so Ethan says a lot of wild stuff about his family on the podcast. All it takes is for some stupid, dumb asshole that has a vendetta against Ethan
to clip it together,
to put it together and show, I'm very concerned about his kids because of all this stuff that's been happening, all the stuff that he's been saying.
And
they saw that and they're like, oh shit, it would be irresponsible of me as an agent to ignore this.
Yes.
Right.
And here's the thing. People are like, because Denhams, one thing, there was like, Denhams is laughing and all these people are frogging. They're all laughing about this. I watched Ethan's video. And Ethan, of course, he's upset, obviously. But one thing he talks about is when the CPS agent came and like one of the kids, when they were interviewing and talking, he was so lovely and so peaceful. But then you had all these people, propagandists, saying, oh, traumatized. And I'm like, Ethan never said anything about fucking traumatization. That's you putting it on that. He said that the kid was so lovely and sweet and everything was cool, but he's still obviously upset that this even happened. But I'm like, let's not make shit up. We all agree this is fucked up. I want to go and move just a little bit backwards and be like, Ethan knows how the internet works. This is the thing that's pissing me off. Ethan's been doxing people and trying to destroy that H3 Snark thing and trying to dox them for a long time. My money's on those people did it to him. And the reason is Ethan's been fucking with them. Ethan has been fucking... Ethan doxed people live and said, oh, here, look at this guy. Look at his family. People were able to figure out where the fuck they were. Like, somebody on the podcast even said, oh, I recognize that place. That guy comes out, the one that was talking shit about Eli's tattoo. He comes out and he's like, oh, yeah, they're fucking with my family. They're fucking with my sister. They're fucking my mom's place of work. She's a teacher. Stuff like that.
Yeah.
No one got nothing to say about that.
It is crazy.
It's fucking insane to me. I'm like, oh, I'm so surprised that people fucked with Ethan's family when their families are getting fucked with. Like I said, I'm not saying it's right, but it's just, I understand what's happening.
There's always an instigating incident, right?
Yeah.
And you can see like
there's
where
something
things...
that pushes it too far. And it's like, all right, this is
and
too far.
And what that instigating incident is can vary, but like I do think like it's very clear that one individual has taken this to a level where it did not need to escalate.
Absolutely did not need to go
at all. Do you know how many things I've ignored over the years?
Right.
Of like similar, like, dude, like it's insane.
Remember when I said the other day?
Why would I want to? Because the last thing I would want to do is deal with it for 3 straight years.
You're fucking telling me, dude.
Every week.
Do you remember I was telling you the other day that Andy Worski was making up like shit about me? So he was making up shit. He was making up shit. Maybe I wasn't talking to you about it. I was probably.
When was this?
So I don't know if it was 2017 or 2018.
Oh, right.
Quick little
while
thing.
Ago.
So Andy Worski was doing a live stream with that neo-Nazi JF. Yeah, he has actually. He's the reason why I see any of that Ethan Ralph content, because him and his co-host they'll clip. I would never go out of my way to find this shit. Oh, I'm gonna go this huge live stream and fuck that. So people will clip it and then I'll watch it and laugh at Ethan or something. You know, Ethan Ralph.
Yeah, not
Ethan Klein. But yeah, so Andy Worski was co-host with JF, right? The one that allegedly killed his allegedly.
Probably.
But yeah, he was. So long story short, he started crashing out around that time, and then he started making up a bunch of stuff for entertaining purposes. So we made up that like there was some girl that turned out to be a neo-Nazi content creator. She like infiltrated the anti-SJW community and was like, "Oh, I'm cool, everything's fine." And then she was like, "Oh, by the way, black people are lazy and they steal and they're stupid." And she made like a video about it. It was like a race realist video. Yeah. Anyway, he started, palling around with this stuff. All this crazy shit happened. Andy makes a theory saying, "Oh, do you know why Derek was shitting on that girl? Even though we all joined the live stream, we were shitting on her content live. Because we're all like, fuck this chick, she sucks." But he was like, "Oh, he's doing it because he was in love with her. He loved this girl. Now he's mad that she's racist." And then all of a sudden, all these fucking...
a valid point. You know?
I mean, it's not real.
I know.
But it's just like, it was like one of these things. So I didn't know about this. And I'm bringing this up because out of nowhere, all of their Nazi fans, like JF and Andy's fans, were like harassing the fuck out of me. And I didn't know. I literally had no idea. Because it wasn't like it happened immediately after we shat on her and made her a pariah. This was way after the fact. All of a sudden, I'm like, what is happening? I got signed up for the Daily Stormer with my business email. That was one of the things they did to me. I had to email the Daily Stormer and be like, "Hey, bro, this isn't like this. Somebody's fucking with my email." And they're like, "Oh, understandable." I
like the idea that they had responsible customer service at the Daily Stormer.
My apologies.
I think about that a lot, actually. Whenever I talk this subject, I think about like, that was a pleasant interaction and very understanding.
Yeah, like I bet it was easier for you to unsubscribe from the Daily Stormer's email than it is for me to get fucking Spectrum to stop calling me about this mobile plan that they want me to fucking do.
Absolutely.
It's ridiculous.
Hey,
I've talked to them so many times. I've been like, "Stop calling me. I don't want this thing."
They're like, "Hey, sorry about those directions. We don't really believe all that shit, but just, for appearance.
Pays the bills. But yeah, I imagine there's some IT people, whatever, that
I'm sure most people involved in really fucked situations are like, "I don't believe this, but like I need to pay my bill."
I actually think it's just more about like he's more passionate. He's a passionate, seething racist.
Yeah.
But I think he's more passionate about good customer service.
Right.
That
dude
I think that is such a bubblegum way of thinking about it.
How can I help you, Moon Cricket?
Exactly like that. It's like, dude, there were voters. There are people that are literally interviewed, like say in rural areas around Obama's campaign.
Yeah.
And they're like, "So who are you guys voting for?" And they're like, literally, "Oh, I'm voting for the hard R." And it's like,
we don't want a Mormon in office.
You're like, wait, you. So
it is interesting that they hated the idea of a Mormon more than a black person.
We hate the Mormon more.
That's kind of awesome.
I mean, it makes sense, I guess, because one's an ideology and one's completely immutable.
One is a state of being and one is a mentality.
Yeah,
so
it is, but it is funny.
It's
funny that would be the choice that someone would make at all.
Yeah, supporting someone. But you
still hate. You're like, it's so strange.
That stuff makes me not value as a human. Like revealing that mentality that I was like, "Oh, you don't deserve to be alive."
Yeah,
I should be able to. It
would be nice if they, were erased, but yeah. The whole point was that I could have said something. I could have tried to make I could have made a video talking about all these people fucking with me, but I didn't understand until Jeff Holiday told me at VidCon. He's like, "Oh, did you hear Andy did this and this and that?" And I was like, that explains why I was getting all this wave of hate that I literally didn't understand. Dude, I had some anti-fan art, which I've never even knew that was a genre really. But I guess it makes sense. But
Yeah, it would make sense.
it was like a thing where I literally didn't understand the context. It was like I was staring in the mirror crying, and then that chick's picture was on the thing, and I'm like, I don't understand what is happening. And I was like, what is this?
Every image of internet is anti-fan art.
Is that
Every
Rage
image
After
of
Storm?
internet.
Is that what her name is?
Yes, I always only remember the storm part. So
Rage
I'm like,
After
I'm not even
Storm.
gonna
I think it was
say
Rage After Storm.
No, that
Yeah.
sounds right to me.
Yeah.
That sounds completely right to me.
I remember watching that live stream too. Where all you were shitting on
it was me, Worski, that German guy.
I remember they asked me. I can't remember who was talking to me, but they were like, "You want to come on?" I was like,
You're absolutely
no.
not. You're absolutely not.
I want no fucking part of this.
Who's that guy? That German dude that would make like
Crown Tea.
Crown Tea. Yeah. Oh yeah, he was like German and British because Crown Tea.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was there.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I never understood why that was.
So
I
yeah,
don't even think I asked. I don't even think I questioned it once.
Oh yeah, I guess I don't remember how I knew that, but yeah, he turned out. I think he still makes like history stuff, and it does really well.
I think so.
He
Yeah.
just like got out of the community and was like, "Oh, good for you." You just it was like that Thunderfoot guy, who he just makes anti-Elon videos, and they do bangers, like bangers.
I haven't heard from that guy in a while.
That's
Like,
all he does. I mean, he does his scientist shit because he has a real job.
Yeah, he mixes fucking semen and beakers. And
Yeah.
shit. It's like I wonder.
Oh, gamey. and then he makes anti-Elon videos. But
I wonder what this will be.
I Wonderfoot.
I wonder what this will be.
That is the stupidest fucking thing ever. That is.
But no, the videos are bangers. Thunderfoot's
No,
videos on
he
Elon
said
Musk are bangers.
Wonderfoot. That guy probably makes great stuff. Fuck what he said.
I think both. I think both are true.
That's his catchphase.
I think both things could
if he
exist.
says anything that rhymes with thunder, he adds foot to the end of it.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
just like a little stinger.
I
I spilled my semen. This was a bit of a blunderfoot.
with a blunderfoot. Right.
This is really only like 3 words.
Yeah, there isn't that
That
many.
kid is really
There's
not.
thunder,
plunder,
sunder, plunder.
Asunder,
Asunder's good.
which is not a scientific word.
Sunder is.
Not really.
Yeah.
Not particularly.
Sundering.
What is sundering?
Asunder means to like.
I know asunder. That's-
Sunder means to like
it's to
burn
take
and
down.
break apart.
Isn't that to take down? No.
Asunder. Something asunder is sundered.
I don't.
Oh,
I
I
just
thought
don't.
that was like torn apart, maybe.
I think sunder means to burn and fall apart.
Okay.
Again.
Yeah, I just think
Like cinder, but
I'll
sunder
take
is
your
just
word
not
for
a science word, really. That's not going to come up in like a science report.
Yeah, torn asunder.
his rectum
Torn
was
asunder is
torn
like a
asunder.
fucking fantasy, like a Lego. That's like a Legolas word
Yeah, there's a song called "Drowned and Torn Asunder." That's how I know that.
by Amy Winehouse.
Yeah, they're trying to drown and torn me asunder.
And
I
I
say,
say, stop.
ouch,
Why
this hurts.
why does Neil Patrick Harris have a cake of my dead body? Whoa. What the fuck is up with
That
that?
really is
That's
crazy.
really
That is
fucking
not,
weird.
That is not talked about nearly enough.
It is
That he just did that.
It needs to be TikToked. Like,
Yeah, like what are we like? What like? I mean, I guess he's kind of like retreat. Like I don't know. He's not really doing anything now.
so should we try to cancel him? Is that what you're saying?
No, I mean it's not necessarily cancelable at this
We got
point.
ammo.
Look,
We got
I
ammo.
don't
It's just mega weird.
I agree with you because I don't. It's not that I want to cancel people, but I do want people to know about this thing. It's like
Right.
where I'm like I feel like there's a large portion of like Gen Z or Y or whatever the fuck that don't know what Mel Gibson did, and I'm like, you guys are missing out.
They're gonna
They think he's cool.
Well, they just don't know.
They're just indifferent. There's like, oh, Mel Gibson. I think I've heard of that guy. He's done stuff.
That's the guy that played that really, really badly beat up Jewish guy, right?
They're gonna make a sequel. You know that? Actually,
didn't
unironically,
play
it's not
him.
even a joke.
He didn't
played-
play him.
he
That was Jim Caviezel.
He played that really heavily.
directed it, right?
That heavily
directed it.
abused Jewish fella. What's his name? Look at
Yeah. Okay. I'm sorry. my
Woody
mistake.
Allen.
Woody. It's me.
that's not a nigga I throw my hat in with ever. That's not the guy.
But yeah, Mel
Hey
Gibson.
man, he has a good movie or two.
Freedom. Oh, Woody
I don't remember
Allen?
what they are, but like,
I actually couldn't tell you.
I
There's
mean,
one
what's
that I
up with
remember.
I
that?
got him and Jerry Lewis mixed up.
that is
What's
crazy.
up? What?
You know why?
You understand?
What's up with that? I mean, why can't I date underage women? What's up with that?
Dude, I was so blown away that was what that was. Like
What?
that because I remember from like Animaniacs and stuff.
Oh, right.
that was, like,
And,
Jerry
Professor,
Lewis.
and Frank on The Simpsons.
Who?
Professor Frank.
Yeah.
And the
Oh,
Simpsons?
right. Yeah. I learned that was Jerry Lewis way late.
He
Right.
went from
Same,
being
same.
old to like crazy old on freaking what you call it on
Jerry Lewis?
yeah, because he was on Curb, wasn't he? If I'm mistaken, am I crazy?
You are
Wasn't
crazy.
he on Curb?
No.
Who is it? Joe?
Jerry Lewis would have been dead.
Who was?
I think Jerry Lewis was he dead by that time?
He died immediately.
He must have been.
He died immediately.
I just know he
That
was
is such an insane.
Jerry
He
Lewis
died.
was so popular, like I think
When, like the 50s?
I think
60s?
Jews might have been getting rounded up or something like that time.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it really was like a long time ago. Like 50s and 60s.
Lady,
Lady, oi!
have you heard of it?
There was a clown on the Animaniacs that was based on
He was like
it.
that?
Yeah, the whole...
Y'all trying to go
Oh
on
my,
a Jew hunt
Freund
tonight?
Levin!
Like,
Freund Levenscheuel! Like, it would just be like, it's kind of insane. If you look back at it,
all these
that clown
outdated
is cra-
fucking references.
yeah,
too.
that have no meaning to me. They're
Dude.
just the character in the show to me.
no, they have me. They have
the
me.
brain, dude. Speaking of the brain,
Or-
fuck,
yeah, Orson Welles.
Like
That's
a kid,
why I like the
a kid
brain.
knows who the fuck that is.
I hated that I liked the brain when I was younger, and I was like, why do I like it? This is like
He
absolute
had a great
opposite of what I am.
voice. Didn't know who the fuck Orson Welles was. Great
It's crazy
voice.
because brain is crazy and Pinky's not.
Then the Godfather, the pigeon
Yeah.
Godfather.
What are you?
Like
what are you
I
gonna
didn't know
do for
fucking
me?
any of the.
I'm a fucking pigeon. I eat
That
shit
show
on the
is
street.
not for kids at all.
It isn't.
A size 6 is too small for your fat foot. Don't with the hitting. I'll make it should fit.
Dude, it's fucking
Like that
insane.
is so, like how the fuck was I supposed to know what the hell that
Yeah,
was?
like that's not. But there's a clown specifically that was insane.
That's shit that like I would watch and be like, ha ha ha, yay.
Do you know a guy named Ralph Garman?
No, I know a guy named Ralph Macchio.
Well, Ralph. Hold on, it's not Ralph Garman. He used to be on the radio show K Rock, and he does a podcast with Kevin Smith, the director.
Oh,
The what is it called? Hollywood Babylon. So on K Rock, on the Kevin and Beach show, the morning show, they would like crank call people sometimes, and he does great impressions, Ralph Garman. And like, dude, they got in trouble for prank calling the French president because Jerry Lewis is like really popular in France. Like he was like a national treasure over there for some fucking reason.
so weird.
And he was like, "Hey, it's me, Jerry Lewis," and stuff. And they're like, "Oh my God, Jerry Lewis!" And like, "Nice to speak to the president of," And they literally got to talk to the president of France, dude. And they were like, "Oh shit, dude, this has gone too far."
Yeah, this fucking clown. I remember this like
Oh yeah.
Like a little cat.
Bark Levenwolf.
Yeah, I think so. There, a cannon.
Oh shit.
I love how many times people would shoot each other
Yeah,
on those
this-
shows. You remember that? You remember that
fucking
fish that
pistol.
that shoots
That
himself?
kills himself.
Yeah, with the gun. Like
don't
it's like
remember
a
that.
fish. Another example of this, where he's modeled after Peter Lorre, the guy who played fucking Igor in the fucking original Frankenstein. But like, it's a fish modeled after Peter Lorre, and he's like, I can't take it, and he pulls out a fucking gun and shoots himself in the head.
Dude, that is
Like a
so
real one.
Funny.
Not even like a laser gun like
I
they
love
would
how
have in.
smoky guns were at that time. Whenever you shoot somebody, it would be a big puff
So
of smoke.
much, yeah,
And it's
yeah.
like
Freund
that guy's
Levenwolf.
head would be gone.
Gun smoke.
Gun smoke.
The smoketh gun.
Peter
Isn't
Lorre.
gunsmoke a color? Isn't like a color of metal?
It can't. No.
Gunsmoke, I'd say?
Well, here
Maybe it is. I don't know.
Well, now I've seen everything.
I just know it's a show. Gunsmoke.
Is there an engine in it?
Yeah, wait, hold on. Oh my God, he looks like him too. The eyebrows.
Have you seen
It's
this?
so stupid.
I love how fucking ugly it is.
He pulls out his fish gun.
His fish gun, his
He
little
pulls
fish
out-
gun.
He has a pistol. He has a pistol in the ocean.
Dude, I love those old cartoons. I don't care, man.
That shit is mad funny.
It's
There's a
so
lot of good stuff.
It's insane.
I think
It's also
really
so well
funny,
animated.
but it's also like, like it's maybe problematic for a very young developing mind. But like, so what, dude?
I don't know. There's some of it that was.
Question: do you think a lot of the modern cartoons now that are on, like, say, Cartoon Network, Nickelodeon,
They're gay.
do you do you think that they have callbacks to, say, maybe comedians and stuff like that from like 30, 40 years ago now?
It's a good fucking question.
Maybe they have callbacks to people in the 90s and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Maybe the like 2000s.
Yeah, like
because
maybe
they're
like
at
Jim
that age,
Carrey.
Yeah,
Or like, yeah, that's an interesting question. I don't know.
just got to start watching.
I'm
some of
sure
those
they
shows.
must.
There's gonna be a
Because-
period of time in the future where there's going
Well,
to be
actually-
callbacks.
What would we put?
I think they actually
us.
have them. They actually have them integrated. I think now. Whereas like they actually, because now those barriers are less defined. So now it's like you'll have
see the star in it.
Now you'll have you'll have like J.K. Simmons in Gravity Falls or something.
That's a good point.
Playing a character instead.
Seriously?
You serious?
Are you serious?
Oh, really?
Oh, really?
I love him talking to freaking Matt Damon about the new movie and him being like, "Oh, really?"
Matt Damon.
Not Matt Damon. It's Affleck.
Dude, that fucking how he looks, the way they made him look is so fucking
It's
funny.
so disrespectful, dude.
Well, you know why it's like that, right?
No,
I don't.
I actually, because I wasn't looking for this information. I was just like listening to a bunch of Team America stuff and happened across this. Apparently, like they made him that way because like he didn't intend to do that, but the puppet came all fucked up, and it was like too late to like they couldn't really get a replacement, so they were like, he looks retarded. And so they were just like, let's just make him retarded. But it wasn't like a Matt Damon sucks. It was just like this puppet came out real bad.
that makes a lot of sense because I never really understood. I was like, Matt Damon's a good actor. I was like,
Yeah, like-
And a good guy,
It was
too.
so- I remember there was an interview with Matt
Speaking of
Damon.
good guys, I would
There's an interview with Matt Damon where he's like, I don't know.
I don't know where it came. I remember seeing that. He's kind of like, I don't know what happened. They just got to mean to me. I don't know.
that's great.
For those who don't know, we're talking about Team America World Police and the fucking Matt Damon puppet. Like, you should all watch that movie if you haven't.
That movie's so fucking fun, dude.
That movie is so insane. I remember watching that for the first time when I was like maybe 10, and I was like, what?
Yeah, I was like maybe like 11 or 12 or something.
What was that, like
is this?
04? What would you say?
I said 04, yeah.
Yeah.
It was definitely well out by 04. And I was like, what in tarnation?
That was great.
I said tarnation, actually,
I
as a kid.
don't know
What is
why
a tarnation exactly?
I couldn't tell you.
Tarnation?
I have no fucking idea.
It's like tarnished damnation.
Shut the fuck up.
I mean, you might have a point.
I was watching something about Cody Rhodes, and Cody Rhodes is like,
Who the fuck is that?
he's a wrestler. He's
Okay, whatever.
he's actually a
fucking
cool
guy.
dude. I actually like Cody Rhodes.
Yeah, great job.
I like him as a person a lot. He's always a heel, unfortunately. I don't know if he's a heel anymore. I think they might have made him stop being a heel.
The only wrestler I know is Alex Cole, I think that's his name.
That's not even remotely true.
I mean, it is kind of.
What do you mean, like on a personal level?
Yeah.
Well, then I understand that.
Yeah, because we played Halo Infinite together a couple
Okay.
times.
Oh.
But like, and then everybody was like, "You're playing with Alex Cole," and I was like, "I don't know who.
What the fuck
I don't know what that means.
What is that thing?
I don't know what any of that means."
What is that? Is
But
that-
it's funny
is
because
that a
him
thing?
talking, he's like, everybody sees me and they're like, oh yeah, this like big white dude from like fucking Georgia, neck tattoos. Clearly, I'm like a fucking Trumpy asshole. He's like, I'm really not.
You bleach your hair blonde.
He's like, I'm really, really not. I think that guy's crazy. I'm like,
He looks like a seething racist, but
he looks as a whole black wife too.
You talking about Cody
does.
Rhodes?
Yeah, he's a cool dude actually. Every time he talks, it's like, oh, this guy's kind of cool.
he's a good guy. Like
I just wish you didn't work where you worked because they all guzzle Trump cock.
Well, it's,
but like,
I don't
it's
know,
crazy that like he went out and he was a VP of AEW. He started AEW with
The root beer?
with- yeah,
hey,
yeah, not a yes, the root beer.
Okay.
So he was the vice president of the root beer, and the root beer
is
betrayed him.
AEW mean ass and whiskers?
Okay. Well, we're gonna move on because that sucked. Remember, you can ask us.
and whiskers root beer.
Remember,
Yeah. And then all the backwash of his ass eating on his whiskers makes root beer.
It's so sick.
we're gonna answer questions now from.
There's a guy, they have those things that you pour like the drafts. That dude's ass is
Asshole. It's just some guys eating a dude's ass with a long fucking beard. And it's like, this root beer, I don't know how this happens. I don't know what his mouth does to it, but it's delicious. Come on, man. It's funny, dude. It's funny. It's like Jitler.
like Jittler. This was way better than Jittler. Shut
I
up.
think Jitler's going to make it, dude.
Jitler's no, it's not. No, it's not.
No, it's not. You guys don't get it. You guys don't know about Jitler, man. That's going to be a big
It's
thing.
actually really good.
Really, the iced coffee from Del Taco?
I'm shocked that I'm like,
Is it horchata?
no, it's just a regular iced coffee, but it's just
You went up there and you said, "Give me just an iced coffee."
yeah, because I wasn't planning on it. I went through the alley. I was like, oh, I'm just fucking. I told you guys I was leaving.
Yeah,
I was shooting through the alley, and the alley is connected to Del Taco.
Yeah.
And so I was like, fuck it. I just went in. Hey, let me get iced coffee because I just needed redemption.
I just didn't even know they had that.
Yeah, they got breakfast stuff, which
I don't know. Del Taco had it inside.
You know, it was just like a North Korean facade.
Yeah.
I've never been to Del Taco ever in my life.
Can you imagine?
I went to El Pollo Loco once, and I was
I walk in there sometimes because they have a fruit punch high C.
Okay.
And every now and again, I have like a craving for that for some reason.
Nice.
Just brings me back.
Yeah, they got a couple of nice things there, man.
I go inside Del Taco and throw an absolute fucking fit, and I leave. An absolute fucking.
Like what? You throw everything on the
I
ground?
throw myself on the ground. I start trying to bite people. I start screaming.
Oh, Kingston's back. Fuck.
Oh, it's Kingston.
He's just
Yeah.
He's gonna get in. You guys can't keep him out. He's gonna
I
get
try
in.
to go
He's
to
gonna get
places-
through the window.
I try to walk into places more than the drive-through.
I
just
like
because,
it.
like, I don't know how long these things are going to be here. You know what I mean?
a good
I took
point.
for granted a lot of the things that I figured would be around forever.
Yeah.
You know?
Dude, I just learned at Jordan's wedding, Jordan and Nikki's wedding, that that giant Gundam in Osaka is gone.
It's been gone for a bit.
Yeah. They're getting rid of the Batman statue, too.
Yeah.
They are?
Oh,
I think so. Yeah.
Really?
I don't know if they're going to replace it with something. I hope they replace it with something.
Oh, I'm
'Cause
gonna
there's
go.
like a platform there. Like,
It hasn't been there that long.
I'm gonna go get a.
it's been there since we've been here.
You guys want to
Not
go get a
since-
cucumber and stick it on it and like take pictures with it?
Yeah, we got to take pictures with the Batman.
Yeah, but like, you know,
I wanna climb on his head and-
But the one
and
thing that I said,
Well, you want to masturbate him?
yeah, with the cucumber,
Oh, okay.
we'll just spray paint it black so it looks like it's still part of his costume.
I'm going
Yeah.
to.
Oh wait, it's not even black, is it?
No,
I
it's
think so.
bronze.
Is it?
Is it?
It's
It's
pretty.
bronze.
Bronze?
It's like bronze.
So like I get bronze paint and like spray paint the cucumber.
It would
bronze?
work if it was black. I think it's
Okay.
fine as long as it's not green. You know?
I sent Lily the picture of Goofy.
Oh, what'd she say?
She just is like, I have to go to sleep, and I was like, dang, dude.
Why did she have to go to
How-
sleep?
Because
How early
it
was it?
bothered her. It was like definitely like maybe I just woke up and I was like, look at this. She was like, what the fuck, dude?
Why was she so bothered? I thought she'd be impressed.
She doesn't see them in that light at all. It's like she has
A photo of Goofy with a giant cock, by the way.
He's jacked. He's like that Giga. What was that Giga
the
dude?
Giga Chad.
Is it the Giga? Not the Giga Chad. Oh my God, what was that guy? It's a black dude. I don't even remember what movie it's from.
Venom.
Yeah, yeah, he's right. It wasn't what I was trying to think of.
I don't know. We're gonna read.
Questions, please. We're done.
Don't you dare say let's just do questions, please.
That's right.
How
As soon as
fucking dare
as soon
you.
as he talked, I was waiting for him to give an input. So I'm like,
No, you weren't.
let's give a question. Go.
Because I was about to go into questions.
That's crazy. Let's get the questions up.
We're gonna read your questions from patreon.com/StarkTank. Remember, go over there if you want to join. If you want to ask your.
Oh, I think it's Giga Nigga. Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say that.
You're gonna say it back.
Are you really gonna say
You're
that?
gonna say it back as you heard it, and you were like, "What?"
Well, I thought it, and then I was like, oh, I can't.
I'm
mention
pretty sure it's Giga. Yeah, you remember Giga Nigga? You remember
Gigna?
that guy?
Nigga?
What the hell is that? Does he have
Nigga?
suspenders built into his skin?
Yeah. Here, let me get a better one. You don't remember Giga Nigga?
Oh, they're just also brown.
He looks like you know.
I thought
What,
they were like under his skin somehow.
that'd be
I feel like he was a
crazy.
regular guy. You know when Broly goes Super Saiyan, Legendary Super Saiyan, his eyelids go missing.
Yeah.
I feel like he's that form of a regular black guy.
That's just, okay. After what? What happened to him?
I don't know, fucking the mild inconvenience. I don't know.
A mild.
Like somebody cut him off in traffic, and
Where's
he was
my
like,
fucking slide.
he's like, I'm Gigna,
Goddamn
That's
Bakers.
the
I'm nigga.
That's the super boob music.
Nigga, shut up.
You can't use that.
That's just badass.
It was so. I remember hearing that for the first time and thinking like, this is fucking sick.
Let's go.
It's hilarious that I vibed with that so heavily because it's just chaos.
It is. It's
That's when he blew up everybody on the planet, right? That's when he killed every human being on the
They
planet.
did a few
No.
times when there was one time where. Well, go ahead. What were you gonna say?
Well, no, I thought that was that played at that moment too, and I think it didn't. But I also don't know where else it would have played.
I remember him wilding out in one specifically, but it's been too long. I keep saying I have to rewatch it.
Dude, he killed
gotta do it.
everyone on the fucking planet. I was like, this guy.
He just had he
sometimes
raised
you
his
gotta.
hand. It was like human extinction attack. I'm like, what? That implies
do
that
you-
you practice this.
What do you
Right.
mean? What do you mean exactly?
That's pretty crazy.
But he's also magic, so that's why his rules are a little
I guess so.
little
yeah, whatever.
ridiculous.
There's no science with him.
Because everybody else has a blast. He's like, I fucking think everyone's gay, and everyone becomes gay on the planet. And they're like,
Was
no.
Is there a moment way older when I think it was Raditz and Vegeta save like a bug planet, like just
No, Nappa. It's Nappa and
Oh, it's
Vegeta, but it's filler.
what did I say?
Oh, you said Raditz.
Oh yeah, that's not.
And it's when Vegeta had his brown hair.
yeah, that was when like
has alternate
it was
costume.
they didn't even do it on purpose, and then didn't they like destroy the planet
They blew
afterwards?
it up when they left, yeah. They
I
blew
don't
it
know why
up.
they just came to my mind of how fucked up that is.
They blew it up.
Like,
They got captured. They were slaves
They
for a bit.
gave these people identities and then they killed them. It's so funny.
Because they suck. Saiyans suck. That's the point.
Oh man, I'm definitely gonna watch that shit when I get home, dude.
The only Saiyan that's not a huge piece of shit is literally Gohan. That's it. Gohan and Trunks and Goten. That's because they're half human.
What about Goku?
Goku's an asshole, dude.
Well,
I don't think Goku's as bad as everybody says him out
Like-
to be, but Goku has asshole traits.
I thought it was just a bad husband. I thought that was it.
He's also lets niggas
bad
charge
dad.
up all the way, and then
good
he can
point, good
potentially lose the
Good-
fight.
good point, yeah,
He's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
I got
Yes.
it, and he has gotten it so far,
Bad
but it
husband,
could get worse.
Extremely selfish. Absolutely, you're right.
He's a sociopath.
Anyway.
He's a Saiyan. That's what they are. They can't help it.
Anyway, Corinth wrote in over on the Patreon. Patreon.com/Snark Tank. Go over there.
Yeah.
Go over there right now.
Yeah.
Jackpot.
Jackpot.
Yeah, send $1 to this guy.
N-word pot.
Send $1.
N-word pot. That's so unclever.
It's no. There's no tag to it. It's just you want Dante to say the N-word. Yeah, this is the
Good
best.
point.
This is the best
What's
place to
the
put it.
question?
Jesus Christ. Hello, Andrew Ryan, the Netherbrain, and Oda Nobunaga.
Ooh.
I
who's
was
who?
recent. I think you would be.
I think I'm
Am I Nobunaga?
I think I'm the Ender
I
Dragon.
can fuck with that.
I'm Andrew Ryan.
I
I
ain't
don't know
doing
what the Netherbrain is though. I don't know what that is. I've never heard of that.
That's the thing from which one? From Baldur's Gate.
Baldur's Gate 3.
Oh, well, there you go.
The main boss.
That would make sense then.
It's a Nether Brain, right? it becomes a
I
Nether
thought it was
Brain,
a,
right?
Yes, it becomes
honestly,
a
I thought it
It's
was
an
a,
Elder Brain first, then
Yes,
becomes
the
Nether
Nether
Brain.
Brain.
I thought it was a Minecraft thing.
Oh. I gotta see that movie.
I
That's
don't
right.
want to see that movie. I don't want to get stabbed and just ripped in half.
I think it's like probably past all that shit,
I
right?
hope not.
What is, you said you don't want to get stabbed, but then you're like, I hope not. What was the question? We didn't even get to it. Fucking hell.
Super spicy. It's a lava tank.
Is that Jack Black's song?
Yeah,
You know the song, but you haven't seen the movie. That's interesting.
I know it's an earworm, unfortunately.
Is
Like
it on
it's,
TikTok?
yeah,
Oh.
and Instagram and fucking everywhere.
I don't know why, but I do want an action figure of Jack Black.
It is funny seeing like I saw somebody take the head off and put it on like Great Ape Vegeta or something, and it works crazy well.
Is it that
What?
version of him? Is it him with the mane and everything?
Let me see. Let me
Oh
see.
my god, that sounds awesome.
Let me see if I can find it. But I'll ask the question first.
Okay.
I was recently diagnosed with mono after refusing to see a doctor for like 2 weeks.
Holy shit.
Have you got? I still don't know what mono
How the
is.
fuck do you get mono?
What is that even?
Well, all I know is that back in the day they called it the kissing disease, but I don't know what it does.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know anything about it. But he says, have you guys ever had a genuine illness and just refused to see a doctor for whatever reason? And did you ever did you eventually see a doctor anyway, or did you just let it fester until it went away? I always let things just go.
If I
Things have to go really bad. Like
It depends.
I went for bronchitis because I was just like, I literally can't breathe.
Right.
I don't want this to turn into fucking pneumonia or some shit.
the
So
moment I
went to
feel
go-
pain, I go to the doctor. Like when I'm like, something's hurting me.
the moment you feel pain,
Like when I'm like, because most of the time I can like, the moment I am stopped by the pain I feel from something, I go to the doctor.
I don't do that. I usually, well, most things like I'm like, okay, whatever I have at home should handle it. Like I always keep antibiotics on me. I know the doctors don't want to do that. They're just like, finish them all. And I'm like, fuck you. I take them, and then my immune system takes care of the rest, and then I have some left over.
You take a hit of one, and you're like, this will be enough to get me out of this fucking toxin I got. And like, you need to say this every day. Like, nah, I'm good. I'm already healing. I'm already so much stronger than I was previously.
Look, I'm like Wolverine. Leave me alone.
Look, let me cut myself. I'm like Wolverine. Deep ass cutting your arm. Bleed, you just pass out.
Oops.
Why am I not healing? What's wrong?
Oh, shit,
Usually.
bub. I'm dead, bub.
I'm dead, bub.
Oh, dang it,
No,
bro.
but yeah. No, I don't do what I do because you should finish your antibiotics.
Especially
Your
the older
doctor
you
says-
get, dude. The older you get, you don't take that shit as a
The
joke.
doctor says it. Do it. Yeah. No, there's like one time I had a weird rash on my body and then I went way too late. Like I saw a dermatologist. Like, yeah, whatever you had, it's like gone. So I can't even. It was just like it almost looked like birthmarks at the end after it was gone. It was weird. That was when my testosterone plummeted. And that was around that time. That was fucking crazy.
I very
dude.
rarely, but
that
like,
was crazy.
I have scheduled doctor appointment every year. I go to the doctor at least once to make sure.
I
I'm
have so
not
many
fucking
referrals
dying.
that I just stopped. I stopped trying. Dude, I wanted to get my endoscopy finally. I've been trying to get one since 2021. Bullshit keeps happening. And the last time I I talked to the GI. They were like, we have a schedule for February 2026. We have an opening for that. And I was like, I just hung up. I was like, yeah, a year from, thanks, guys.
Yeah, thanks. I'm not
year
gonna be
from
here
now?
anymore. I'm gonna be dead already.
Possibly. I don't know the fuck that happen now.
Can't find anything anymore.
Damn. I hate that when it's that like niche. Like how do you
Like I don't know. I know I saw it, but like nobody titles anything anymore.
Exactly.
You know, it's always just like with no context or just a bunch of hashtags that don't mean anything.
Yep.
Or it's just title, or the caption is like my face when. You know, so you can't search for anything anymore.
Yeah.
My face when Jesus Christ.
You ask me to find Food Battle 2008, I'll find it like this.
Right.
You know.
Right.
But like, it's just something I saw.
You're right.
It's just gone.
It is way harder to find stuff. Yeah, absolutely.
What are you looking at there, huh?
Something that he definitely shouldn't be.
Amazing. So we're. Yeah. No.
I'm checking my appointments. What?
Wow.
The fuck is,
Wow.
what? I thought I had. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, my next doctor's appointment, I guess, is on Monday. I was like, oh, awesome. I guess I'm not going to go.
I don't
Why
know
don't
why
you
all
just
doctors.
reschedule it?
Oh yeah.
Well, yeah, of course.
I don't know why all
I'm not
doctors
gonna
don't
go.
have. Do you get text notifications?
Yeah.
Yeah, because some do and some don't for me. And I'm like, why is this not just the thing now?
It should be.
Because it's so easy. Because I even sometimes when I forget, it's like, hey, bitch, it's time to go. And I'm like, oh shit, all right. And then sometimes I'm like, I don't want to go. And then you just press no to cancel. Pretty great.
Yeah, it's a pretty good system.
Yeah.
Yeah, I make
It's a
sure
good system we got
always-
working.
I make sure I always.
Yeah, at least that.
Yeah, right. All right, let's see.
Luna, I love giving them my blood and they'd be like, your blood is fucking. Why is your blood fucking rainbow colored?
Green.
Okay, so Sub-Zero 0661 wrote in. He said, this is his entire question.
Oh, here we go.
He says, "Hello, my son. It is I, your dad, Kingston's dad." That's all.
Oh, that's it. So I was like waiting for like, oh, I wonder what this is gonna be.
No, that's it. So thank you, Sub-Zero 0661.
I hate
That was very cool. It would have been better if it ended with a question mark, though.
Oh, yeah, that would have elevated it an entire tier. You know. Hello, it is I, your dad, Kingston's dad. That's not bad. Oh my God, it's Pinorine wrote in.
Penal?
Pinorine.
Pinorine.
Pinorine wrote in. He says, "Hey, Three Musketeers. I recently got into Space Marine 2. I recently got Space Marine 2 on Xbox a couple weeks ago, and I've been absolutely addicted. I got to get back to that. I got to finish it. I really liked it from what I played of it, and then I don't know.
No. I think it's just with the look, man. That's your job is to play stuff, so I get it.
Yeah, games become weird. They feel weird
Yeah.
at a certain point because it's just like I have to play this,
Yeah.
and even if I like it and I want to, there's something. There's something there. It's just like, man, I don't want to have to do this.
Just a little bit of work kind of ruins shit. Yeah.
Yeah, it does something. It really was just because I like the Epic Games launcher that I have it on it was acting weird, and I was like, well, that's it.
Oh, right.
I think it's fine now, but like I just haven't gotten around to reinstalling it. But anyway, he says like I got it and I'm absolutely addicted. My question is, what is your favorite? I don't even know if we'll have an answer to this, by the way. What is your favorite faction in the 40K universe? Two of my favorite factions are orcs.
All right.
Wait. Two of my favorite factions are orcs. Are there multiple orc factions? I guess.
There must be. I'm assuming.
I thought there was only one. From
That's kind of why this question is kind of lost.
Unless
on
it
us.
was like a typo or there's nothing else after it or what?
No, well, he says only because the shit they make work. All because the shit they make work just became. What the fuck? Work just because they believe it does? Oh, that's right.
Yeah, they can like warp reality.
Yeah, things happen because they believe they do.
Like
in that universe.
The secret.
If you tell an orc,
Yeah, literally.
if you tell an orc, you pick that
Oprah
up. And
Winfrey,
so
Queen of the Orcs.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
For real.
If you pick up a gun and you say this will blow up a city, and then an orc does it and blows it up a city, another orc sees it happen, then it'll just be able to do that until you tell the orc it can't, and then they'll be like, "What?"
Can I ask you something?
Little OP, man.
I brought it up out of nowhere.
They're really dumb though.
I brought it up out of nowhere
frighteningly
just
dumb.
now, but it's sparked a little bit of a question in my mind. Is Oprah still?
Like her? Is she still her?
Is she you know what I mean?
You
She's
know,
still
like
doing stuff, yeah.
Like, does she still have a show?
The show, no more. No. The
What is
Oprah
she
show's
doing?
I think
She has
It's
her
kind
own
of
channel.
surprising.
She has her own channel.
I think she became like an old school. She's had that O network for a while.
Network, yeah.
But so she just runs the cable channel, I guess.
Probably that, and just has investments in her dirty paws and everything. You know?
Yeah.
I think she's reserved herself to the classic billionaire, where you just stay out of the limelight, and collect money.
Yeah.
Smart.
Yeah.
It's a smarter
That
thing
woman
to do.
made so much money, dude. I went to her show once. I hated that shit.
You did?
You went to the Oprah Winfrey
Did you guys
show?
get a
Me and my
prize?
grandma- yeah, we got some stupid shit. I didn't
Something
give a fuck
stupid.
about.
That it wasn't the day you got cars or nothing. It was
Yeah,
just some
stupid
bullshit.
shit. It was in New York. She's not giving everyone that's going to New York a fucking car. Are you
no way.
serious? Hell no.
I think it's probably like once a year they'd probably do something like that, and then you still
Tax
have to pay.
write-off.
You still have to pay the taxes though.
She didn't
Anyway.
fucking tack that up. He was like, "Bye. Here's a."
It's always like that. I
It's
know
the December 30th episode of the Oprah Winfrey show. You know what I mean? Where it's just like, and now everybody gets a car.
Yeah.
Whoa, crazy.
It's always Q4. Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Oh, and he says, and the salamanders for how ruthless they are in battle.
Okay. And the
Salamanders are fucking crazy. Those are.
I
those are
have-
the
I don't know
flamers.
shit about Warhammer. I
Those are
gotta
the
be real.
flamers.
There's a person that I forgive me, sir, if you're listening. I know he told us to pick faction. He wanted to buy us some stuff, and I mentioned this probably a month or so ago. And I remember he followed up, was like, hurry the fuck up. And then I told him, I was like, oh man, dude, yeah, my bad, I'm just busy. Completely forgot again.
Yeah.
I'm almost gonna go humanity, bro.
Yeah.
Or
So
team
like, but
human.
he was like, hey, he was like, here's something. He even gave me a video because he wanted us to. I guess he wanted to push us in the direction of getting more into it. Into
I'm already
40K.
into 40K. I just don't have the money to spend to play that game.
Well, like I said,
Yeah.
he wanted to get you.
I don't want to put him through, but to spend the money on that. I have a 3D printer. I could just print it myself if I really wanted to.
Okay.
But I think
Well, then I guess it's for us. Then.
Yeah.
I like 40K.
And
a lot. That's cool.
He. If somebody, I don't refuse gifts. You know.
Yeah, why would you?
I
Yeah.
don't demand, but like
I don't
I
accept
don't ever-
anything.
I
I
never-
don't accept anything.
That's crazy.
I hate gifts.
That's the falsest thing I've ever heard, by the way.
I genuinely don't like gifts.
No, I understand,
I will
but
accept
like,
help, what if like I hate gifts?
Why do you hate gifts?
Because I don't like people giving me things. Because
Do you think it's
then I feel like I have to give people things back.
that's what I don't like about
Like,
it.
I don't
either.
like gifts.
That's what I don't like about
The
it. either.
new age idea of it being about an exchange. Yeah, I totally.
Like even for
agree.
me, like I don't like having events. Like I don't like having birthday parties because I hate being bound to someone's day. They're like, oh, we're gonna go do something this day. So that means my day is ruined because I have to go live my day based on how they want their day to be lived. You know,
Right.
I understand what you're
So
saying.
I
absolutely.
hate that. So when
like-
someone like I'm having a party this fucking thing. I'm getting a party thrown for me for my birthday.
Yeah.
I fucking hate the idea of it because
Yeah.
for me,
Yeah, that's why I don't do it anymore.
I hate it. I hate it so much. And then I had to argue with Lily about it.
He's
I
not
was-
his own man, so you know.
Oh no, yeah, absolutely. She was like, I don't want this. She was like, we're doing a party, and I'm like, I said explicitly no. I said explicitly no. I'm just not gonna be there for it.
Dun, 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 dun.
I'm
Dude,
just not gonna
that
be
is
there.
an ancient memory, by the way. I remember doing that.
Doing
in a
that to
group
say that to
to
people?
somebody, where they're like, we were like, man, you're pussy whipped, and we all hummed the Indiana Jones theme as we were pretending to whip him.
That's fantastic.
And I think his eyes got misty.
He got misty.
I think he got a little sad because
should
it was like 7 of us, to
was-
be fair,
that is
and
a
we were
lot.
harmonizing really well. That made it probably hurt a little bit more because, like, damn, there's like talent behind this.
Are you sure he wasn't actually being whipped though?
You're making fun of him. He's
Oh yeah,
going-
somebody was
his real experience.
somebody was holding a real whip, and we just didn't notice because we were so involved.
it
in
You were
was
the
my-
fantasy.
so into it.
It was my fucking dad, and my dad far in the back.
You're so get him.
Boom!
Watch this, son.
Watch me whip this nerd.
Watch me whip this 14-year-old white man.
Dumb bitch of a nerd that's not his own Batiman.
Not his own boss.
How much should I pay for this woman's underwear, Kingston?
You're right. I'll just take it.
I think 3,000 seems fine.
$3,000.
You still have that? You got
How
me
much
with
would you
this,
sell your underwear for? Like, what's the
right?
price?
I would not sell my underwear.
In this
It has to be an
economy,
exorbitant amount of money for me to even agree with that. It'd be like something that's so crazy.
What
I'd
about
be
your
like,
socks?
I think $100 for my underwear.
No, not my.
$100 to me is like perfectly fine.
Yeah.
That's
No,
entirely
I
reasonable.
feel like I don't know. I feel like
$20
I feel like
per sock.
I feel like selling.
$20 per sock.
$20 per sock.
I feel like selling my socks. Anyone that wants that is up to something hyper nefarious.
They
I don't
absolutely
wanna,
are.
And I don't want to give it to them. You know?
I understand that, but
It's harmless
You have to
nefarious.
compartmentalize. That's what all the women that sell their shit do. They don't think about what happens to the thing afterwards.
Yeah,
Once it
but,
leaves,
like-
it's out of their mind.
But like, I just don't want to do it. You know,
yeah.
I'm not doing bad enough that I need to sell
You know
my
what
socks.
I ran into again?
What?
A cum tribute dude that he I
You
can't
ran into him in the street?
I
Yo, what's up, dude? It was like, hey,
how
what's
would I
going on?
even know?
That's what I'm saying. It's like, yeah.
No, he's doing it. He's doing
It's like,
it.
oh my
in
god,
his-
it's you. It's like, yeah, yeah, oh yeah, you recognize me? Cool. I do cum tributes.
no. So there was
I'm
a
a content creator.
the For You page, there's like some chick saying whatever. I can't remember what it was, but I went to the replies, and this guy, he asked, he's like, "Can I do a cum tribute for you?" I was like, "What?
How dare he ask?
I clicked on the dude's profile because I'm like, I gotta see this. The crazy thing was,
I gotta see this.
I don't know. I feel like he was selling content because it would just be him like before he busts, but he would never. I was like, what the? So
at least let me see the fucking splatter,
the final
bro.
product.
That's what gets you to click.
That's what I was like. I was like, dude, is this guy selling? He didn't show like he had like at least I don't remember out of memory. I don't remember seeing thing that you could buy, but I just remember being like, is this guy making strategic content like he's on OnlyFans?
That guy's an asshole. Like right?
The chick, she's like, fucking pop, 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 but she's about to squirt, and then nope, you got to buy it.
I think to not show if you're doing cum tributes, first of all, you're scourge.
Well,
you're scourge.
That goes without saying.
You live under the boots of creatures in the world, right?
That really is insane.
It really is.
And if you don't even have the decency to at least see me if you're a good shooter, then I fucking hate you. I hate you so much. I hate that guy.
It was like that one guy. Who was it? Pokemon. It was the Pokemon guy.
He splattered his fucking phone.
He's all about. He stands on business, bro.
Good for him. Good for that guy.
That is so wild. I would, man. I don't know, man. With this, like, say, especially with whatever happens to the economy, like, I might turn to that type of stuff and sell it.
I don't think I need to yet. I feel like
it's definitely not yet. It's really, really is like, say, like again, if our commander in chief just decides to do something so wacky that we can't even fathom right now.
I mean, he's pretty wacky dacky right now.
Yeah, it's already kind of there, but you know what I mean. Like if it's like we can't even like I can't even think of something that's so fantastical right now.
We're selling air now. You got to get an air permit. I'd be like, oh yeah, we got to eat him.
Makes a Baron ride a nuke or something like into just he's so.
Here's Baron on his little tricycle nuclear weapon.
Which state was it that was in defiance of like Trump about like? It might have been Delaware or something. I can't remember what it was, but she was like, I'll see you in court. I think it was like the governor or something like that. I may be misremembering, but I know he's like fucking with like somebody. And like, I don't know if he's going to send like, Eric or one of his sons to like ride a nuke, and start some crazy war.
That's insane.
Son, I need you to do something for me.
I need you to do something.
I just want to slap JD Vance.
I need
so
you to
bad.
sit on the top of this missile and ride it into where are we going?
I just want to hit.
Where we go? He doesn't even know.
I love his dimensioning. I love
Where are we going?
That shit kills me.
Where are we going?
His dimensioning kills me because he's clearly has dementia.
President Trump, are you sure you want to do this when you don't even know where we're going?
Yes.
I know exactly. I know exactly where I'm not. I know exactly where I'm not. I know I'm not here.
Sir, do you remember why you want to do this?
China.
What they're doing is so bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a
I like him slowly becoming like a baby damn near. Like, yeah.
Wah, wah, wah. Goo goo gaga wah.
That is
Goo goo
so
gaga wah wah goo goo.
He's like
Goo goo wah wah.
Shit his pants.
He's just on his back.
The idea of a baby like specifically a baby like standing like the way he stands.
Yeah.
Where like he's like
That shit's crazy. Yeah. How he does that is so crazy. I don't
It's
understand
the
it.
dimensionally.
crazy. I imagine a baby.
The baby is
Wah. Wah.
Gay.
Anyway,
It crusts over and it solidifies instantly.
Wow.
Wow.
it's disgusting.
Not bad.
Not bad. Wah. He's still crying. All right, let's move on to bombing children is fine if they're black or gay. Wrote in.
Oh, by the way, I just want to say, is the heat on? Because
No,
we're good.
It was on before.
Okay.
it was on earlier today because it was freezing, but
It
I
was
shut it
cold
off.
as shit.
I think it's just like
It just getting.
you can open the door. It'll probably like
Residuals.
yeah.
I'll just take my thing off, unless you guys want some air.
I'm
I mean, I'm
You
fine.
okay? Okay, I'm just gonna take this off.
I'm
Alright.
bowling.
Actually, wait. Let me get to this one first. Bora wrote in. This is gonna be funny because I don't think I'll have an answer to this one.
Boro, like boring Zorro?
I think it's just Bora.
Oh, Bora. Sorry. I thought
Like
you said
Bora the Explorer, like a boring Mexican little girl that goes on adventures.
Yeah.
Sure, man.
She goes on little boring Mexican adventures to the fucking cenote.
You ever see that
Like
video?
that.
You ever see that video of the speedrunner where he's like they're playing Tomba or something, and they're like, it's these. I saw it recently. What I just said to you reminded me of it, but it was like it's these bunch of guys. They're doing like a speed run for like a stream or something, a charity stream, and he's like he's focused, and the guy next to him is just kind of providing commentary. He's trying to keep the stream entertaining.
Yeah,
he goes like it's coincidental how like pigs are always the bad guys in these things, and like all these like different like weird like icebreaker conversations, and at a certain point. He just says something like, "Isn't it crazy how pigs are like the bad guys in a lot of video games? Like, I mean, you think about Zelda, and he named a bunch of other ones, and he goes, I would really prefer it if you'd be quiet.
I remember that one. I remember seeing that. Yeah, he's like, I really want you to be quiet.
I would really prefer it if you'd be quiet.
What the fuck? I never seen that.
It is so like it's because they're both awkward nerds.
Yeah.
So to see that there's like a hierarchy where like someone can be too cringe even for somebody.
Yeah, for that.
You know what I mean? It's it's so damn funny.
I think we all were cringe once, so I don't make fun of cringe kids.
No, of course.
That's also a funny way to say that too.
I would really.
Because I would never say that. I would never.
I know the gall.
I'd really prefer for you to be quiet.
I prefer
it's the nice shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
That's what it is, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, wait.
Getting crabs is a good thing? So this is the case where getting crabs is a good thing? Yeah. I would really prefer if you would be quiet.
I'm jacking off.
And it's the whole thing is he's just silent for the rest of it, but he has to sit there.
That's crazy.
It's so awkward.
That's crazy.
But it's
damn, that is a classic GDQ, dude.
Yeah, I know.
That is a classic.
It's very old. I don't know why. It just reminded me of that. But Bora wrote in. He says to clear the anti-Indian allegations.
Oh.
Please name your top 5 favorite Indian people.
That's awesome.
If that's too hard, name the
5.
top 2.
I got easy 5. I'll start.
You have an easy 5?
You got Priya Rai. Prime Priya Rai, 2000.
Who the fuck is
2007, Indian porn star.
Jesus Christ.
Indian porn star. We got that.
I feel like that's worse than not knowing anything.
I have more. I
feel like it's going to be all porn.
I have Dev Patel. Obviously, goated, great actor. We got
He's Pakistani. You lose.
He's not Pakistani. He's
kidding.
Indian. What do you mean? What? He's South Indian. What do you mean?
I'm just trying to fuck with you.
We got. I don't think it's fair for me to name a bunch of my Indian friends. I feel like that's just too easy. We got.
It has to be. Yeah.
We got Jacob, the IT guy from Verizon. Great dude. We got
Sri Lankan. You lose.
Dang, maybe. He's a little darker. Yeah,
He's a little dark.
He's a little darker. He got a little curl to his hair. He might be Sri Lankan.
All right, man.
We got it's getting difficult. We got Symmetra.
Nepalese.
All right, I don't know anymore. Okay.
Yeah, I genuinely don't know.
I have a fuck ton of Indian friends.
If any, I don't know. I know the only people that I could say are like people that I know personally.
You know,
sure. But like,
this is just more nostalgia, but like I do like Kal Penn.
Oh, Kal Penn. Yeah.
I like
that
Kal
again?
Penn. So he was Harold and Kumar, House.
Oh, that's his name?
That's right. I forgot he was in House.
Yeah, worked for Obama. He quit to go work for Obama.
He did, yeah. He was
And then they killed him off. I think he killed himself. I think he had overdosed or something on House.
They sent him to the beach that makes you old.
Yeah, I recently just saw an AI exchange between Joe Rogan and Ben Shapiro.
Oh yeah, where they're talking about the beach that makes you
and
old.
he's like, that absolutely is not true, Joe. And
You cannot go to a beach and become old. It's insane.
I mean, you technically
and then he goes to the beach at the end. And he's like, I'm old now, Joe.
Yeah, he's like,
I
went to the beach that made me old.
I am in fact
You
old.
can go to the beach and become old.
Huh?
You can do that though.
What do you mean?
That's like living.
Go to the beach and become old?
If you're talking to somebody like, hey, I'm gonna go to the beach and come back older, you would come back older.
Well, not in that real
but you
sense.
suck for saying that.
Yeah, not in that.
So what?
Not in that gay literal sense.
No, I know it is a literal
Where
sense.
we want to beat you with the pipe. You
Go
know,
ahead, I'm right.
Go
Go ahead, I'll die right. I'll die correct.
How scared would you
die
be if I gave you the option right now through some magical means to show you a time lapse of like your being and how you've changed from birth to now? Let's say hypothetically, like behind your back, you didn't even notice. I took a dead-on profile picture of you every single day since you were born.
That's first of all horrifying.
And showed you the time lapse of it. Would you be okay to watch that?
Nah, I don't care.
What do you mean you don't care?
I don't care about the past anymore.
Well, if you don't care about the past, then like you'd be fine watching it.
But I don't want to see it. I don't need to see it.
Well, so you do care. You don't want to see it.
Yeah, I guess.
Why?
It's already happened.
I think I'd be curious.
That's cool.
I think I'd be curious to see like what how did my skull change? You know?
Yeah.
Have I become more raptor like? There's like one solid year where you just look exactly like fucking like Ted from the fucking Teddy Bear movie, and it's like, no, that's really you. That's not you. Didn't. That's not a picture of Ted. That's you.
That's a very interesting.
Derek.
Poll.
That's you. You were Ted for a year.
Did you watch Ted recently or something?
I don't remember. I tried to think of the most outlandish thing I could think of. And
there's
like
one
Ted.
frame where you look like ET. But...
Oh, right.
That
was more of a little joke.
There's one frame every 5 years. We let ET.
Is ET Indian? Does that count?
Is ET Indian?
Is that count? I don't know what counts now. What do we do?
That's what I want to say, but I can't because it's too far.
All right.
But I really.
Well, you gotta pick. You gotta leave. Well, yeah, definitely don't do it because that was a crazy laugh.
You know what I actually really like? I like
That's deviance right there.
It's just faking.
No, I'm not. I feel it. I'm about to cry. I feel
who's
it.
the guy that plays Dopinder?
Joe Pinder?
Dopinder in
Dopinder.
I don't know his name.
You know what I mean, right? From Deadpool.
Deadpool, yeah.
Because I've seen him in a couple of things too, and he's pretty funny.
I like that.
We got Vivek Ramaswamy.
Vivek Ramaswamy.
Vivek Ramaswamy. Who is that fucking?
I want to drag
who's
him
the
from a car.
Sopa Pippa guy?
I don't know what it is.
The net neutrality guy.
Yeah,
Ajit Pai.
Ajit Pai with
Ajit
this.
Pai?
With this, he had those. Do you see people talking about his lips because they're like?
I don't remember
They're
them.
way too big for his face.
Really, Ajit?
Just like these, like he has these, like women would be jealous. You know, the ones that pump their lips up. He had like those type of lips.
What's the name of the guy?
People were like, damn, that dude gets down.
He was an Indian comedian.
There's a Aziz Ansari.
No, there's Aziz Ansari, of course, but there's another
the
one.
Kumail
other one that
Nanjiani?
Yeah.
There's Kumail.
There's the one that
I like Kumail Nanjiani, but
I knew you were gonna do that.
I liked Kumail Nanjiani, but then he got buff.
He got really
and now
big,
I kind of don't like him.
And he was like, "Oh, chicken and broccoli," and I'm like, "Fuck you." Because they all do that. You know, in Hollywood, they're all like, "Oh, you know, hard work." I'm like, "Yes, we know hard work."
Not Mac. Mac is like 100% truthful. He was like,
he
was like,
oh, because he's a fucking because he's
comedian.
in comedy. He's not like a Hollywood actor. You know?
He's like, no, nigga, I'm on roids.
Dude, you're sipping that iced coffee like you're fucking overjoyed to be drinking it.
Dude, it's very good.
Like you sip that like I saw myself eating a popsicle in Central Park when I was 7 years old.
You sip that and your pussy dripped a little bit.
Oh, just a little bit.
Look at him. Did you ever see fucking that thing where Jesse Waters was talking about how gay it was to drink with a straw?
Yes, that guy is. I can't
loser.
believe that guy has a job.
It is truly wild.
Jesse Waters again?
I don't even think he's
like a
fit
Fox
to,
News
like,
guy.
shovel dirt. Like he's that stupid. It's like even.
Is he a part of the cabinet?
No.
No.
I'm surprised he isn't.
It is kind of surprising. It's probably because he doesn't look masculine enough. Because Trump, like that's who he goes towards.
Yeah.
Trump thinks he's masculine, so he always gets like he got that fucking Nazi dude from Fox.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Who has like all the rune tattoos and stuff, and it's like, oh yeah, he's just into paganism. That's what it is.
Is that the guy who threw the tomahawk
Yes.
at the fucking drummers? And
He threw a tomahawk.
So that's Pete Hegseth, right?
Yes.
So there's he used to work with like I think Fox and Friends or something.
And they were doing that like one of their
And they were like
about things.
Yeah, they were doing one of the out and about segments, and they were doing like a tomahawk throwing challenge or whatever. And it was this big wall, and he does it, and he throws it over the wall and hits like the drum of some dude on the other side. It's like part of like a marching thing for like Christmas or something. It was some weird thing. I don't remember what the setup was exactly, but he fucking
obviously missed.
Oh man, it's a shame it didn't hit him in the
altered
leg.
history because he clearly would not be in charge of our troops if he killed that dude.
Yeah, or even just if he maimed him.
Even if he made
Like imagine the lawsuit there.
That would have been better.
What is he a part of right now?
Well, he's
The
like I
cabinet.
said, he's in charge of our troops. So he was one of the people in Signal Gate that was like, "Oh yeah, that was a good strike to blow up that building to get to one guy."
Yeah.
They went to that dude that went to the apartment building, his girlfriend's apartment building. They leveled the whole building,
Yeah.
and then like everybody was like, "How silly it is that they did that in Signal." I was like, "Nigga, we gonna talk about them killing dozens of people to get to one person?" Because that's a Tuesday, right?
Oh, there's a roach in my apartment.
Just
Blow the building up.
very cool. It's very cool. But anyway, yeah, Pete Hegseth is a cool guy, clearly a fucking Nazi, but
It is what it is.
yeah.
I gotta go to Africa and get a ritual done on me, so I come back like Craven the Hunter, so I can just Craven the Hunt these motherfuckers.
So I could
Craven the Hunt.
I thought you guys weren't gonna hear that part. I thought you guys were gonna just go past it.
I'm gonna Craven the Hunt your ass.
I got Craven the Hunted, so I can Craven the Hunt you.
Don't do it.
Don't Craven the hunt me.
I'm about to hunt you cravenly.
That fucking rhino sound is so crazy.
There's no way that was. I think we talked about it before. It's like clearly what happened is they were gonna fucking ADR that shit,
Yeah.
and then they were like, "This is too funny to not. That we gotta leave."
This is
in."
arguably the only reason people are going to come see this movie. So we really got to keep this in. This sucks a great deal. But this should not stop.
He became the rhinoceros.
Rhinoceros?
Yeah.
Why you say it like that?
I'm saying it's like, no, you don't want to see it like rhinoceros.
Oh
like,
my God.
Like, you know.
Not rhinoceros.
Yeah.
You fucking dad.
I revel in
Good
this.
job, son.
I revel
That's
in
the
this.
type of joke that I would make to you back in the day when I was killing every rhino in history.
When I taught Kingston how to do jokes, I taught him wrong on purpose.
He's such a bad dad.
That's so funny. Oh my God.
I love the idea of teaching people. Like that reminds me of like it's like Kung Pao when they teach the guy how to fight wrong. as a
Oh,
joke.
right. Yeah.
That idea is always
My face bleeding.
That's
Defy
the
one.
the squeaky guys.
yeah wimp low.
Wimp.
I'm bleeding, therefore I win.
I'm bleeding, making me the victor. There are lines from that movie that exist solely like verbatim in my head. It's taking up valuable space.
I was getting laid one time when I saw that movie, and I ended up laughing myself out of sex.
That's what happened with me with bench warmers. I was watching bench warmers, and I was like, like I am thin thing, like that. I was like getting into the movie. I was like, this is way better than sex. Like toss that bitch out.
You know what's better than sex? John Heater and John Lovitz's The Bench Warmers.
Yeah, dude. At least once it's better than sex.
I have
The second time you don't pay attention to
Yeah,
it.
you don't.
I-
Get it.
I don't know. It was way funnier than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was like, I'm just going to put on a stupid fucking comedy movie that we don't have to pay attention to. And then I found myself like paying attention to it a great deal.
I got my first blowjob to a Seinfeld episode.
Bam, bam,
And it was in
bam,
the
bam.
background. It was in the background.
What was he like?
But I remember
What-
looking over and I was like, oh, this is the parking garage one.
You're like, oh, what's
And
up?
Jerry was looking at you like, what's going on, Chris?
What's
happening?
What's up with me not being able to date 17-year-olds? What's going on?
What's going on? Wow, you're hot.
She's gonna graduate in 1 year. What's wrong with that? I'm only almost
She was
60.
definitely not going to graduate. in 1 year.
Jerry,
That
you shouldn't be
was-
watching this. This means you're a pedophile.
Bro, I was like 14.
That's not. You're a fucking pedophile, Jerry. Why are you watching this?
What do you mean? I just want to date a 17-year-old.
He
She's
put me
young.
here. I didn't put him here. Like, what are you talking about?
Peanuts on planes.
Israel has a right to defend itself.
Help me, Jesus Christ, someone help me. Kingston's dad, help me. Oh, Jerry.
Oh, Jerry.
Come here, Jerry. Come here, Jerry.
It's okay.
Let's go to the coffee shop, Jerry.
My dad in fucking there with Kramer.
Oh man.
He used the elephant gun on Kramer.
All right, dude. Look, I'm caving with AI. I'm going to be like, Soup Nazi episode. Kingston's dad. I'm gonna prompt Kingston's dad.
Oh, yeah, why not? For
And then
jokes,
have it,
why
like,
not?
Like, look all fucked up with some safari guy. Dude, that shit would kill me. Aww. Did you see the AI prompt that somebody did for the old Tom and Jerry shit?
What?
It's awful, dude. Somebody was like trying to celebrate. They're like, look at how close it is. The cars were so fucked up. It was showing the street. It looked so bad. But like, that's what I want.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I was like, wait, that would be great.
I want it to stay that bad so I never not know it's that, you know?
I actually
But
agree
it's
with
gonna
that.
change, and I'm gonna, because I'm already like, I've been fueled twice. I'm like, this is bad.
I've
Well,
seen a couple of
used-
things.
I've been using ChatGPT for a lot.
ChatGPT is fantastic for research.
Is this better Google? Is this better
Crazy.
Siri?
It is pretty good. Yeah.
It's fun. It upsets me.
It's the same thing Siri
I'm
is
working
effectively.
I'm working on
Yeah.
like a Dante's Inferno video. And
Ooh.
yeah. It's not what you're gonna think it is
Oh.
at all.
Okay.
But like I was using it for research because I was like, hey, tell me when this came out. And I was also like cross referencing to make sure that like it was right.
Uh-huh.
But like it's pretty accurate. And it does a good job of like doing stuff. So Not bad.
It's pretty crazy.
Aw. Using AI instead of your good old pappy?
I know
so much
everything.
knowledge to offer you.
I know everything. I just won't tell you any of it. I won't tell you anything right. I've been to the Sumerian libraries where they got buried.
Your dad's actually like damn near Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
And that's why he left. And you've been hated him ever since, even though he was like By the way, Indiana Jones somehow is still a skeptic.
What do you? Is he?
Yeah.
I mean, that's just his character. He's a
No, but it doesn't make sense.
He's a skeptic of the Force, even though he uses it.
Who?
In the movies, Harrison Ford's character, he's like, even though he's used the Force, and he's like, oh, it doesn't make sense to me. A bunch of Jew magic.
Who's a quarter Jewish? but no,
That's
like
his character. He plays that kind of character in everything.
No, but like it's I think the Force is a lot more like you can be a lot more skeptical of the Force
until you see a Jedi, I don't know, make lightning come out his fingers.
Maybe he's not.
But there's no, because like that to me is like in a world where sci-fi technology exists to the extent that it does in Star Wars, like I don't know, man. Like, why couldn't a device move something? Like, why couldn't a device shoot lightning? You know what I mean? Like, there's reasons to believe that. He saw angels fly out of the Ark of the Covenant and ascend into the sky.
That's bullshit.
Like, he saw.
That's fucking bullshit.
He saw the holy.
Hey, short round. Make me some fucking wontongs right fucking now.
He saw the Holy Grail. He met a 700-year-old knight of the Round Table.
That's gay.
And he watched
Freaking gay.
Freaking gay. Aww. My entire life has been a fucking lie.
Oh, goodness, Harrison Ford. You see me? I mean, he says Harrison Ford while present in the movie.
Yeah.
I mean, sorry, Indiana.
Mr. Harrison.
And Mr. Harrison Jones or whatever.
Mr. Harrison.
Harrison Jones, is that it? Yeah, I don't care.
I don't know, man. It's crazy. Like,
it is funny.
He watched the Holy Grail heal a bullet wound and see the Ark of the Covenant. Like, it's just insane.
I don't know. Yeah, that reminds me of
that character. He's the guy that plays that character.
It reminds me of Foreman in House. Like, Mike Epps or no, Omar Epps?
Omar Epps,
yeah. He was like, I don't know. Like, every episode, House always gets it right. And every time he's like, I don't know, man. He's always pushing back. And I'm like,
wait, what name did you say?
I said Mike, like, which is Mike Epps is a completely different person.
Okay. For some reason, I imagined Eric Foreman.
Oh.
And I imagine that
his name is Foreman. His last name is Foreman.
I heard Foreman in my mind, like auto-corrected House to that 70s show, and then I was like, wait, what is there not to believe in that 70s? You know what I mean? Like, what is there?
Fez being a real human.
That's true.
His face opens up and there's a little alien saying Orion's belt in his head.
I think the thing is this, right? The thing for that's so stupid. The thing about House is that if House is wrong one of those times, they're fucked. They're all fucked really bad.
Oh yeah.
So that's why they have to like, hey, we can't let him do it because he's clearly madly autistic.
Did you see the one where he's diagnosing a black man with skin cancer? Did you see that clip?
Yeah.
What happened?
The House clip.
What did he say?
It's awesome. He's like, he walks in and
Say
I'm
House voice.
I will, but like I'm telling you, like he walks in and he goes, "Why do you think you're black?" I'm not fucking.
That's a real clip.
I'm not even exaggerating, and it's like the whole
because
conversation.
God loves me more. He says that,
and the whole thing is like, it's hard to detect skin cancer in black people. It usually occurs in the hands and feet, the white parts. And it didn't occur to me to check because you got bruises all over because you're a football player or whatever. And it's like, look at that melanoma on your fucking foot, blackie. He doesn't say that exactly. I might have improvised a little bit.
Oh, okay,
but
blackie spits.
But like it is like he walks in there and goes, "Why do you think you're black?"
Why?
Which is a fucking wild question.
He's clearly like. He's clearly just like
he's hyper autistic, but this was before we understood autism.
He's autistic. Right. He's autistic in the way that the Good Doctor was trying to portray. You know, it's like this motherfucker's like,
yeah,
he's gone.
Yeah, he's.
You know why you're black?
That's a crazy fucking.
That's his intro.
You know why you're black?
You know why you're black? Because God loved me more than He loves you. What I was going for was melanin.
He reminds me of Mick, and everybody thinks I'm crazy, and it's like
I don't know why.
I know what you're saying, but you're wrong.
And I don't know what he's saying.
It reminds me of Mick. He reminds me of Mick was
like with like
if Mick was completely different.
That's what I mean. That's like, what are you saying?
I told him that, and he was like,
"Does Mick say shit like that?"
No, he was just like, dude,
He's just
like,
tall and white.
He was like, dude, just be racist. He was like, just be racist instead of this. Like, just don't bring this to me. Don't bring this wrong level to me. And I'm like, I don't know, man.
Just be racist is awesome.
Someone just fed
I sometimes
up with
want
you.
that. Like,
Yeah.
I hate that.
I would
weaselly
like
bullshit.
them more. I would like them more if they were. I might be on their team, maybe.
Dude, I'm Weasley Fox. Like, dude, just say it.
Like Charlie Kirk.
Just say, yeah.
Just say
Wait.
something racist
Let's
instead
get
of
to
being
this.
a little.
I want
What
to
do we
get
got?
to this
Little
question.
tramp,
I don't know
bro.
if we read. Did we answer the previous one? I don't remember.
It was the Indian thing. We didn't finish it, but it was good enough.
Yeah,
They
it's
definitely don't
fine.
have favorite Indians.
We love Indians. I love Indian food.
No, you don't.
I actually really
But,
want some non-chicken.
Oh, I love Indian.
Non-chicken.
I do
You
love
get,
Indian
like-
food, dude. The vegetable samosas and chicken curry, like it's good
I
shit.
get like a buttered chicken with some naan, dude. Like, that's all I need.
I think Indian food is good, but I think Jamaicans perfected it and made it better.
Yeah. Yeah.
Duh.
I'll fucking eat
Duh.
fucking Caribbean food 1,000 times more than
Duh.
Indian
We at
food.
least wash it.
I'm gonna be honest. You unraveled everything. You unraveled everything we did.
I'm so trash. I took it. You were gonna do it. You were ramping up, and I was like, I gotta take this
I
real quick.
actually wanted.
so happy I raised my son right.
I'm so happy my son's a seething bigot.
Yeah.
Yes.
So he sees them for the dirty, filthy people that they actually are.
Yay.
I love you, my
I
son.
love you, my son. Yay. Mwah. Yay.
Mwah. Oh, don't do it.
Oh, don't do it. Oh, don't do it.
Oh God, that was close.
Yay. Mwah. Yay.
More, yay, yay. He's like throwing me into the air. Hooray,
He's-
hooray,
yeah,
hooray.
he's doing-
the me, adult me right now.
Yeah, he's throwing adult you in the air real high.
And he's catching me, but I'm like, yay, yay.
I would never cross
Like
him
you could,
ever.
like you would, you. He's throwing you like about 3 stories high.
Oh, yes, yes, my son, yes,
My
son.
beautiful boy, squeeze you a little bit. Yay. Mwah. Yay. My racist son, yay. My little racist, my little racist.
I like that my son doesn't like other minorities.
my little racist.
My little bigot,
That's a-
my little bigot. I like that
That's
you
a-
don't like minorities either.
Can we get away with that as merch?
My little racist. I mean,
No.
if we could, if we targeted correctly.
Yeah. Powerpuff eyes. Like you have Powerpuff eyes.
Why does it have to be me?
It doesn't have to be him.
Why? I'm not the.
Who's a
don't-
racist?
I just want. Okay. I just want to say I'm gonna entertain what you said, but I just want to say that I just want an entire line of clothing that just has to do with him. But
Why is it just me? Do I have the marketable face? Am I the marketable?
I think it just works, and I don't. First of all, I don't care about. I just think there's reasons.
I don't care.
I don't care.
Listen. I don't care.
But yeah.
On his chode again.
We're gonna do it.
On his chode again. I just can't wait to get on his chode again.
Hell yeah,
Wrote
dude.
in. He said, I recently started researching cryptozoology again.
Again?
Like cryptid zoology?
Yeah.
I think it's a cryptozoology.
Cryptozoology. So like fake, cryptids.
Okay.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Fake animals.
I was thinking crypto, like
So-
crypto.
That's what I thought too. I was like, what the fuck?
So I am compelled to offer a hypothetical.
Okay.
You are offered an ungodly amount of money. Yeah, like he's not saying here, but I'm thinking like $40 amount of to find and
a lot.
capture. Yeah, to find and capture a cryptid. All equipment needed will be provided. What cryptid would you choose, and how would you capture the elusive bastard? Personally, I would hunt the Luska. It would take an entire crew, but fuck it, I'll figure it out. Oh, Luska, I gotta look this up. I was looking at cryptids before.
What's the most fuckable cryptid?
All right, well, I guess you can have a question instead. I don't know.
It's a good point. That's a good question, I guess.
Which one is the most fuckable?
It's not a good question, but
Sea
you know.
monster. Oh, it's a giant squid. It looks like.
Oh, okay.
Oh, a shark octopus hybrid. That is fucking crazy.
Nice.
Miska,
That is wild.
That sounds like a nightmare.
The
That
three-headed.
that's
It's a
sound. I'm looking
three-headed
at it.
shark squid. That is sick.
3-headed.
Yo, that is badass.
Yeah, it. I mean, it looks cool as
That
shit.
looks bought, dude. If that was like an animal in like any game that I was playing, like if that showed up in like Mafia 2,
That thing's in D&D.
in Mafia. I was like, oh, he's gonna say something like God of War. He's gonna say
Lost
Mafia
Planet.
2.
I can see, all right, Lost Planet or something that makes a little bit more sense.
Yeah, you think?
You already said.
It's in
Mafia
fucking
2.
San Andreas.
I mean, that would actually also make sense.
Go
Bigfoot's
fucking
in
get
San
'em.
Andreas.
Yeah.
You know?
That's true.
Go fucking get him right now.
Go
get 'em.
fucking kill that mooly shark.
Hey,
Oh, Bigfoot is not in San Andreas, by the way.
oh no, he's in
5.
Is he not in San Andreas?
No.
San Andreas.
No,
is-
he's
Why
not.
do I remember that?
No, everybody thought he was. No one found him, and then they're like, "No, he's not in the game." It was
He's
a
at
huge
5.
zeitgeist, and then everyone got fooled.
I just got Mandela into believing something.
Yeah,
Oh, I hate that.
yeah, it is. Yeah, we never found him. We're like, God,
He's in 5 though, right?
I think
But Shirley Temple is in Hunt of the Reckoning, right?
absolutely.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that is verifiable. Absolutely.
After you pull your knife out of a werewolf,
I know the
Shirley
Yeti
Temple
is
with
in-
blackface is there.
I know the Yeti's in Red Dead 2. Or like the Abominable Snowman. Not
I remember the Yeti.
Yeah, something
Something
like
like
that.
that.
I know the vampire. You kill in the back of an alleyway with one shot to a gun. It's the most
Yeah.
insane thing ever.
That was
he like
cool.
comes near you and he got it and shot
immediately
him.
they can give him a chance.
And it's just like he's
Gotta
like,
do it.
It's
I think
so
I think-
underwhelming.
I think I gotta go with either the Chupacabra or the Jersey Devil.
The
You know?
Chupacabra's classic.
Chupacabra's classic. I also
making it
just
work
like there's
better
so
for
many
Mexicans.
there's so many different versions of what that El Cucuy.
Cucuy is
Oh, Baba Yaga.
Baba Yaga?
Oh, that's not really cryptid. It's still like a folk thing, but like fucking whatever.
That doesn't count?
I don't know. Like I think it would, but it's also like it's a witch.
I think the coolest
is-
one
it
to
is
find
So it's not
is
an
the
animal?
Loch Ness Monster.
Yeah,
I
it
think
is
Loch
a
Ness
witch.
is the coolest one to find.
Nessie
Loch Ness
is pretty
Monster?
cool.
That's the coolest one to find because Loch Ness Monster is a dinosaur. So that
And-
can like that's more believably like insane. It's like, oh, here's a dinosaur.
Right.
I got it in a Pokeball. You know,
Yeah.
like
In our universe, would it count? Like, can James Avery be writing it too? Like, because I would go
Yes.
with that. Okay,
Yes.
that
He's
is
not dead?
absolutely my answer. Yeah,
he's not dead. He's
He
back.
is living with Nessie.
I forgot about that movie entirely.
What
That
are
we-
some what
that
are
we
some
made that movie.
Every once in a while, I think about that.
What are some cool cryptids? Let me think of
I think about the end of the movie.
It's a great ending.
It's a fucking
him
great
falling
ending.
and singing.
For those
back
of you who
into
are
the water.
curious, we did an extra ammo episode where we wrote what was it, Independence Day 2?
Yeah, because
we wrote the real one because
real one.
because the one that was in theaters was terrible.
yeah,
So we made our own where actually go pay and watch it.
yeah. Go watch it
Yeah, it's sitting there for you. If you want.
if you want.
Come help my friend. Come
It's,
help my son.
It's still. I think it's still one of my favorite things we've done. We've done some better stuff, but I think that one was just the silliest one that just makes
It was
me laugh.
it was the silliest and it came together way better than it should
It
have.
should have. Yeah.
Like it was unreasonably like there was somehow like a theme to it or whatever.
Yeah, there was I think the humans employed all the cryptids to fight against the aliens,
Yeah.
and I don't remember it.
I don't
all.
remember the specifics.
Yeah.
You should all go listen to it. I also agree. I think it's one of the most fun ones that we ever did.
Yeah,
There's one called the British Big Cat. An
That
alien
sucks.
big
that
cat.
sounds boring. What is it?
So it was the
I know it's a
large
big cat, but like, does it have
large
anything that
cat.
looks interesting?
I think my thing is like the chupacabra because it's
Chupacabra's
so.
Puerto Rican, of course. That's why.
It's not just Puerto
so. Was the
Rican, right?
chupacabra like big
Puerto Rican
where you guys were
originally.
from too?
Yeah.
It was big over there.
It's Latin Americans. All of them are like, oh,
Okay.
Chupacabra's gonna take my son. No, it's just a
Chupacabra.
fucking psychopath. There's a psychopath that eats your goat and fucks your dog.
But my favorite thing about the chupacabra is that there's so many interpretations of what he looks like. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like there's a lot of dog versions, but then like there's like fucking this.
Did you ever see Tupac, the Chupacabra? Whoa, I never seen that.
Dude, that was my first. Not this drawing specifically, but something like that, where it was like more like fishy or like fucking lizard like.
There's the Michigan dog man.
The Michigan Dog Man.
Yeah,
That sounds so adorable.
it's a fucking werewolf.
Yeah,
It's a
this
ni-
fucking thing.
it's
Look
a
at
nice
this.
werewolf.
Yeah, that's great. I remember one time because they always usually have red eyes.
Yeah.
And I do remember one time being a kid and seeing the reflection on my neighbor's van of their back brake lights.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my god, is that the Chupacabra? Because it was all red and like dark
Yeah.
and shit. I was like, what the fuck's going on?
Chupacabra.
You saw the Chupacabra? No, you see the Chupacabra?
Of course, knowing my dumb ass, I'd run into one. I'd be like, well, here we go.
I remember seeing an old racist drawing. It was called the Tupac Cabra, and it was fucking. It was like a.
You ever see this?
That's exactly what it was.
Yeah, that's what I was.
Okay, good.
The Chupacabra.
That's so stupid. I never thought I would ever see that again.
There's the Yeti.
Yeah, look at that guy.
The Jersey Devil.
Chupacabra.
The Jersey Devil is a winged bipedal horse. That's so fucking stupid.
Is that what that is?
Yeah, it would be a winged bipedal horse.
Are you serious? I've never thought about what. Oh my god, someone tattooed it. Of course they did.
That is a
waste of life.
what a waste of a fucking tattoo.
It's like that Drake one I showed you guys. That one's awesome.
There's a skunk ape.
Oh, Alex Pardee did this?
Dude, there's a picture of the Jersey Devil. Look.
Ew. It's all blurry. Of course it's blurry.
Yeah, they're always so blurry.
I love that. Dude, I didn't know Alex Pardee did this. That makes perfect sense.
The Honey Island.
You know this artist?
I don't know who that guy is.
He's like really popular. I think he's based out of LA. At least I see him. He does a lot of pop up stuff.
Oh, Mothman would be another one. But I
yeah,
only
the Mothman.
but I only think about that because of the Mothman prophecies. Apparently, like Mothman is like an animal that you can find in fucking what is it the Fallout game that takes place in West Virginia 76.
Yeah, he's in it.
Which is a bummer because it's just like damn it's such a good setting for Fallout, and then like it's a multiplayer game, so like I don't want to play it, but like I would love to play a single player Fallout game set there with all the folklore there. It's fucking.
I want a New York Fallout game. I don't know why there's not a New York one.
I don't need one of those.
How?
I think it'd be so funny. You find a Rat King.
I'm sad that they never had.
a real Rat King.
I'm sad that we never went to New York in Destiny or something. See what the fuck's going on.
I feel like New York it takes too much to design it.
Are there parts of Destiny take place on Earth?
Yeah, there's like because you go to old Europe.
Old Europe
or
mostly Russia.
The first map is old Russia. It's like outside of like a Cosmodrome, and there's all this Russian shit.
That's
it's
in
cool.
like the first version. Like, can you still play that shit?
Destiny.
Yes.
You can play Destiny.
They got rid of it for a while, and then they brought it back because it was like iconic, and everybody missed it.
I see.
But yeah, it takes place on Earth and elsewhere. But like,
I think the
I'm
thing
like your
is,
friend.
but the Manhattan, like it says like the Manhattan nuclear zone or something in the lore. Well, I want to see what that is. The fuck you gonna tease?
probably
a nuclear
can't
zone?
go there.
No, you're invincible in that game. Like, who cares?
Well, you'd probably just be hurt the whole time. You'd be like, oh, this
No.
is wildly irradiated.
I don't buy that.
I can be here.
I don't buy that.
obviously,
You're a
when
magic person. You're magic.
But also the thing is that it just probably takes so much to design it. Like that's probably like a passing, like
yeah, I
Manhattan's-
know. I know that's the real answer is budget. I know.
Yeah, like obviously, you could, like if you're gonna do Manhattan, you know how much you have to put into it to make Manhattan look reasonably like Manhattan.
Not a lot, really.
Motherfuckers that can do.
We've been
shit
doing
like
it for
that.
a long time, actually, in video games.
Couple bucks.
$48 making Manhattan.
At least
$20 okay?
Get to work.
All right, let's see. Let's do the last one from God's hungest trans girl bottoming his shortest trans guy.
Damn.
That's
Says,
crazy.
Hey, you stinky fucks. Imagine, if you will, a man with a 3-inch penis, but an 8-inch urethra. Measured from the same place. I know it goes to the bladder, so it's longer inside. So that's
So what do you pull out?
so that it's almost like a flesh straw inside his dick hole that extends an additional 5 inches past his tip. That's
You can maybe another question if you want.
you could have you
can do
spent
another
money
question.
to tell this to us.
Yeah, you can go to another question. That was not
So
it.
just imagine it. Is that the thing? Just to imagine it?
I guess so.
Done.
I mean, that's what they asked.
I did imagine.
I did imagine
and
it.
it looks disgusting. It's like sounding yourself with a straw, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, congratulations on being a hung trans woman. But
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah, that's always a good commodity. If you're like, oh, I'm trans, and you're like, I'm hung, I might as well do porn or something.
Yeah, rocking with the fucking tech on your hip. Might as well use it.
Yeah, it's good. It's good stuff. Is that the last one? That's really the last one.
I'm looking for another one.
Yeah, please. Yeah, please.
Talk amongst yourself for a little bit. I want to find like I don't know.
Yeah,
that was
wait. It's something I wanted to talk about. Let me see if it's
What
Did you know there's
What's
3
the
Secret
matter?
Wars comics?
What?
There's 3 Secret Wars. There's Secret Wars, the original one.
Super secret.
Then there's Secret War, and then there's the Secret Wars.
That's so dumb.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
That's not a joke.
not a joke at all.
All right, man.
Secret Wars obviously with Beyond and all that bullshit. Then there's the Secret War, which is pretty much Nick Fury takes a team of like heroes, has them go fight Latveria on an illegal war. He wages war Latveria with superhumans, and then like wipes their brains. And they're like, dude, what the fuck was that about?
Hell yeah.
And Fury's like, I did it because I had to. I'm like, you're fucking crazy.
Yeah.
And then the last one is just when they do the multiverse bullshit.
Where they're like trying to have sex with everybody in every universe.
I mean, someone probably is. I don't know.
Something like that. I thought that was the whole point of the Secret Wars.
And
And it was like a side thing of what you were just talking about with brains getting wiped and shit.
yeah,
Yeah.
right on.
So Looking good, man.
Yeah, sorry. Hey, that was just like a really riveting exchange.
I'm glad you had fun, man.
Sylvester Stallone, but I'm absolutely livid. No one told me. And then it cuts off. I'm sorry.
Oh, cool.
Sorry, buddy.
He's a
flaming fucking retard, probably.
He says sup metal gen or mental gen. We're just wondering, what was the very first video game you guys ever played? Mine was actually the original Super Mario Brothers for the NES. Yes, I'm that old. That's my answer as well, and it actually is true. It's not like
I can't say for sure. I just know my earliest memory was number 2, Super Mario 2.
I guess that's true. Like I guess I could have been sat in front of something that I don't remember.
Yeah.
But like the one that I remember was the Duck Hunt Mario 1 compact, combo cartridge on NES.
Yeah.
Which I was pretty old to be playing for the first time. Like it's very strange that happened to be the first video game that I played.
Maybe Yellow, maybe fucking Mega Man 2.
Pokemon Yellow?
Yeah.
Oh.
Pokemon 2, my Mega Man 2.
Pokemon 2.
Is Pokemon 2 just gold and silver?
There is no Pokemon 2.
What, if you're doing
I mean, I guess none of them have named numbers.
one of them does. It's Black and White too.
Are you serious?
So they just made like a number
Sequel.
Oh, so it's like Final Fantasy 13 too?
Yeah,
kinda?
like X2, X3.
But Red and Blue, Gold and Silver are a sequel to Red and Blue, and then Black and White 2 are sequels to Black and White.
I think they're like to me, all those colors is like it's like Xbox with all their stupid names. And then PS, places just like
there's so many dumb
5,
colored names.
6 is next.
Well, you know why?
They didn't even follow the color scheme correctly. They made crystal instead of fucking platinum.
Yeah, I just that's what I mean.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you doing?
That's what I mean. It's just like
It's pretty stupid. The Xbox thing is weird because like I wouldn't have called it Xbox 2 and Xbox 3 or anything, but like there's so many better names.
No, there could have been a way better
to choose than the ones that they did.
That they could have come.
You know what their logic was too because of that? They didn't want to call it the Xbox 360, the Xbox 2. Because they figured people, and they're probably right about this to be fair, is that they figured people would see Xbox 2 against PlayStation 3 and just assume that 3 was better because it was higher up. Which sounds stupid, but like I actually could see that being real for a lot of people. They're like,
That's why you're supposed to, which a lot of companies do, they skip numbers. So,
oh, really?
Yeah, a lot of times where like even iPhone, there was no iPhone 9.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, immediately it jumped to 10. So it's iPhone X.
There was no 9?
Nope. iPhone 8. And then it went to 10. That was in 2016, actually.
I think I remember that, yeah.
Yeah. And then I was like, oh, I see what they're doing. They're just, and some, sometimes it's superstitious reasons, but like other times it's just like, we need to go up. And that's why the fucking Galaxy, it doesn't even matter anymore because they're all the way on the year. They're just doing the year. So it's like, okay, S23, S20. They're just, so like, they've got it locked on that. And so it just, to me, it's just figure out a sequence that makes sense. And like, I think like squared and cubed or something. I think anything that where you can just keep going that can kind of like X squared, X anything. I don't know. I don't know if that's a good idea. I'm just using an example.
I think the issue that they had was the name of the Xbox 360 was dope. Like it was a great fucking name. But they locked themselves into a naming convention with that wasn't good.
Right.
Like because the Xbox 720 would suck.
It just
that's a terrible name.
It doesn't hit.
It doesn't hit the same. It's dumb. And so they were like, well, what do we do now?
One.
Oh.
Yeah, it's so crazy. Like it's a crazy solution, but like I see the issue initially at the very least.
They should have named it Xbox.
But the issue to me is just like all their code names were better.
That's everything though. Everything's code name is always better than
It happens a lot.
But like specifically.
Because concepts are always cooler than the final product.
Yeah, like the Nintendo Revolution.
They wanted to do Xbox like one, right? And they say all in one. That's why I said like why not? I feel like maybe I said this before. Xbox Infinite and then fucking Halo Infinite comes out. Like, are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me, guys?
Did it come off
I know,
for the console? No, right?
For the Infinite for Xbox
Did it launch for that
Series consoles.
It
did not launch.
It didn't launch.
It was on the box.
Yeah,
it was on the box, but it didn't launch.
Like, I'm just saying, if it like that, I feel like there could have been some type or anything. But anyways, it's like infinite possibilities. And after that, and if you want to stick with infinity or infinite, then you just do I and then I2, I3 or something, XI2 or something. Then make it like numbers since they're supposed to be more the techie side anyway. I just feel like they had so many things that they could explore, but it seems like somebody at the meeting just said, I don't know, one, and then they never moved past that.
They were like,
they just, sure,
You know what
And
really
then-
bothered me? It was that like there was an interview about like when everybody was speculating what it was going to be called, the Series X.
Okay.
They're going to be like, what's the next console going to be called? And then I think there was an interview with Phil Spencer said the name of the console will accurately reflect what the machine does.
Fucking idiot. It does one.
No.
No,
This was for
Series
Series
X.
X.
And I'm like, what the fuck does that mean?
Like, it makes more sense to say that for the Xbox One, actually, because I could actually, at least, even if I would disagree with it, I could see the reason.
the all-in-one.
But, like, what the fuck does Series mean? What are you saying? That doesn't mean anything.
It means nothing.
You just lied.
Especially X represents literally lack thereof.
Yeah.
It is a placeholder. So it's like, what does that mean unless you're saying 10? Right? Like, it's like Xbox Series X. It's basically saying Xbox Series find what the X. Like, it means nothing.
It's solved for this
Series
equation.
five.
Yeah.
Xbox Series marks the spot. Type shit.
Marks the spot. And then what does S mean? What is that supposed to be? Sperm? What is that? What did that mean? Phil
Sperm.
Spencer? What does that mean?
Sperm.
Xbox
Spencer.
Series sperm.
Actually,
So-
what does it mean? Does it mean anything?
Sperm. You found it.
I think it's
Surprise. Surprise. Sperm.
You're not gonna
sunset.
buy this. Surprise.
well, they're taking
Surprise
they're taking
sunset.
electronics nomenclature with that, I think, because like S is typically like the slim model or like the model that is like not. It's like the placeholder. It's like the new thing, but it's not like the powerful new thing.
Right.
It's like the iPhone 10 and iPhone 10s. I remember, or like
They
something
have the
like that.
S's that-
There was like an S there.
Well, the interesting thing is the S. So maybe it's saying like it's a little bit because the S. That's interesting because the S was the more powerful version than so like there was the 8 and then there's the 8S. But I guess
Right.
the X is like plus because there's
Right.
8S plus.
I don't know, man.
It's-
Naming
it's-
is bad right now.
It's stupid.
PlayStation got lucky.
Yeah.
They were just like,
I got lucky. They did rudimentary.
well, no, well they did. It's not that they did rudimentary. It's that they had a name that worked well with the rudimentary.
And
like because
it looks
Xbox,
good.
because Xbox 2 doesn't sound good.
yes,
No.
the X already
You know?
makes it silly.
PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, like that it works well, like it flows well. So like they lucked out with that, but Nintendo didn't. Like Nintendo Entertainment System, the Nintendo Entertainment System 2, like they were super entertainment and what Nintendo 64 because it's a 64 bits.
64 bits.
And then it was GameCube. Wii U.
I think it was good.
Switch.
Which also
Which, by the way, Switch makes no sense. Like it has nothing to
You
do
can
with.
switch
you can
between
switch
home
between
and go.
You can dock or you
I
can
guess.
fuck
You
yourself.
You can switch
One of
between
big
go
ones.
and
Having the
and,
Switch too is actually like really uncommon for them. Even
really is.
even with Game Boy,
They've never
like
they've
Game
never
Boy,
did
Game Boy
super-
Advance, Game Boy Advance SP, Nintendo DS, Nintendo DSi, Nintendo 3DS. But even 3, it wasn't
I
even
guess
like
that's the only one that looks because like even all those Game Boys look very different.
Game Boy
So-
Micro.
Well, the Game
Switch-
Boy and SP and the Game Boy Color, the Game Boy are the
So
same
the
thing.
color looked pretty fucking similar, right?
Well,
To the,
the Game Boy and the Game Boy Color are the same thing. Just that one's smaller.
the Game Boy. So that the Game Boy was a fucking brick,
I know, yeah.
and
I have
then
it at
the
home, but
color
it's
is
smaller.
actually way packed in. Looked a lot more sexy, I guess. It was still
It was
triangular or
It was
whatever.
a lot sleeker.
But, like, a lot
remember.
sleeker.
I remember being blown away by how different it was.
Dude,
Yeah.
my sister had a Game Boy, and I used to think, and I was like, wow.
I love the old Game Boy,
Wow.
dude. It's. I remember playing. Perfect representation of how shitty some games were back in the day. We're like, oh, we need to make a Game Boy version. So a Game Boy version of Killer Instinct, and it was the worst thing I ever played in my life. I was like, this is.
Dude, Game Boy games. Look, I gotta be real, man. I appreciate the Game Boy for what it is.
Yeah.
That console, the console was special. A lot of what was there sucked Mondo dick.
Big penis.
Like I played even the Game Boy Advance, to be honest. Like I play because I
No, the Advance has some gems.
sure
Some-
not nearly as much
some.
as like a home console. Like the
Right.
I remember playing. Did you ever play Dragon Ball Z Taiketsu?
No, not like that.
Brother, man. This is
Was that the RPG one?
no. It's a fighting game. They marketed it almost like a Budokai, but like for the
Oh
Game
my
Boy.
god, I think I know. I did play it.
And they had a PSP Budokai too that was like Shin Budokai, and it was actually pretty good. But like, dude, Dragon Ball Z Taiketsu. If you look up gameplay footage of it, look up gameplay footage. In fact, because it is not only does it suck, it looks scuffed. Like it looks like. Do you remember how? Let me put it this way. You know Dragon Ball GT Final Bout?
Yeah.
It felt like that kind of a thing.
Yeah.
What was the
Where's-
word again?
Taiketsu. I think it was Taiketsu. K-E.
Got it.
Yeah. Just look at gameplay of it.
Let me
And
see it. Let me see
even
if I
just the
remember it.
drawings.
The thumbnail already took me out.
Yeah, dude.
I was just like, oh, wow, that's rough.
Yeah, man.
That's rough.
Yeah, dude.
Look at how Goku looks.
Dude, it is. Is that Maddie?
Oh, yeah. Well, is Dragon Ball Z Taiketsu really that bad? Yeah, that is mad.
That's so funny.
Retro bound. What the fuck? I didn't know.
Yeah,
How
Retro
many
Rebound.
channels does he have?
Mr. Maddie plays. He does a podcast with the Sacred Boys every now and again.
Yeah.
He's a workhorse, man. Like the shit, it's he has like I think like 3-4 channels.
Oh, yeah,
And he's making a game.
Okay, well, this is Matt McMuscles. Let me skip.
He's
gameplay
crazy.
Footage.
He's crazy. I love Maddie, but like that's wild.
It's a lot. Those people that do it, I'm like, bless. Yeah.
I remember.
Dude, it is so jank, man. Anybody look up Dragon Ball Z Taiketsu? Just look up gameplay of this just to understand what I was playing. I was, dude.
Did you see?
He just hit Majin Buu with a spirit bomb, and he moved 2 centimeters backwards. It is. I remember trying so desperately to gaslight myself into thinking that I liked that game. Because it was like a Dragon Ball, it was a Dragon Ball Z game on the Game Boy. Like, I wanted to love it.
You wanted to like it. I get
it. And then I was just like, this sucks. This
Remember
really
Supersonic
sucks.
Warriors?
Yeah,
I don't know what that is.
Dragon Ball Z Supersonic Warriors.
That is not real what you just said. That's a
Look
fucking
up Dragon Ball Z Supersonic Warriors.
Dragon Ball Z Supersonic Warriors?
Yes.
Supersonic?
That's not real.
There's too many fucking
DBZ,
Dragon Ball games, man.
There's so many. Supersonic Warriors. What the fuck is this?
Why would I lie about that?
Because you're
I know you weren't lying. I was just joking around.
You're a big liar.
I don't know what this is, but it looks kind of similar.
It was.
It was on the DS.
It was. Was 2 on the DS?
Oh, 2 on the DS.
Yeah, 1 was on the Game Boy.
Yeah, this looks kind of about that.
Dude, Goku looks crazy on that game.
Goku looks like a fucking yayo head, dude. He looks like a fucking fat fiend.
A fent fiend. Do you remember what the first video game you played was? Or did you answer that?
It has to be either Pokemon or Mega Man.
Oh, all right.
Man.
Yeah, I'm kind of
Japanese
sad
shit.
that I don't have a more interest. Like, I'm sad that my answer is so boring because it is literally Super Mario Brothers
A lot of times
for the NES. But I was born in '93, so it's weird that.
What's
that
the first game you finished?
Finished?
Oh.
Either Sonic 2 or Streets of Rage 2.
Probably like finished beginning to end. I think probably Crash Bandicoot Warped. Or not Warped, Crash Bandicoot 2, Cortex, the second one.
Like the first
PS1.
game I finished was
At least I think. It was either Crash or Spyro. It was one of them.
might have been GoldenEye or Tomb Raider or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was so bad at Tomb Raider. Still am.
It's still, I mean, the controls are.
Controls are
game-
rough. Even in the new one where they like cleaned it up a little bit.
Really?
Like it's
Smokey
better.
played that game like Smokey plays that game like a fucking savant. It's like there's something wrong with you, dude.
Yeah, it's crazy how good she is at that game. What?
Oh, I accidentally. Oh, I'm sorry, son. I accidentally touched your little piggy toes.
Stop.
It's okay, son.
It's okay. So
I know I've raised you to be a massive homophobe. You can take it sometimes, my little Batman.
I know I showed you Will and Grace and told you that they killed your mom, but like it's crazy. I'm sorry. We gotta get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
I'm getting hungry and tired.
That's crazy.
You imagine gaslighting a child into hating gay people?
That is radical. That is a radical in the fucking cool way. That is insane.
Aw.
Just seething at them. I hate gay people.
That's right,
I
son.
hate gay people.
That's right.
Good, son. Good. Hate gay people more. Hate them more. I hate them so much. It's like one of the fucked up auras around me because I hate gay people so much.
Yes. Now remember, when we meet up with Harvey Firestein tonight, what are you going to do? Not look him in the eyes? Exactly. Good job.
Oh, I love you. I love you. He goes, he pushes me out the window, tosses me high as fuck, and then catches me.
Him for some reason meeting Harvey Firestein is it's fucking insane.
Harvey Firestein.
Hello, Kingston's dad.
Oh, you know the guy that played Emperor Palpatine died today?
He's been dead for a while.
No, I think he died today.
The guy who played fucking
Sidious.
Darth Sidious,
I
yeah.
think he died today.
He died in 9/11.
Oh, okay, never mind.
I feel like that guy was ancient.
Not like 2001.
Wait, what are we talking
You can
about?
read the names now, man.
All right, let's read the
I
names.
don't even know what's happening.
We're going to read the names of our $25 and up patrons. Remember, you can go over to patreon.com/snarktank.
Emperor Ovaltine.
Emperor Ovaltine. Chocolatey beverage.
Did you guys ever drink Ovaltine? I never had it.
I
love
did.
Ovaltine.
I did. My mom was like, I don't know. I guess Ovaltine was a little bit healthier than Nesquik, so she switched, and I was like, Mom, I hate you so much.
I love Ovaltine,
Yo.
but I like malt drinks.
got
My
used to
grandma's a relic.
Yeah.
So I like malt beverages.
I got used to it. But like it was a rough transition.
Dude, you know what I used to be addicted to when I was a kid?
Yeah.
I used to pound Ensures.
Insurance.
Dude, I was yoked. When I was 9 or 10, I was like unreasonably. There's even like photos of me when I was like I had like 3 Ensures like a day minimum, and it was ridiculous.
Plenty of protein.
It was stupid. And like when you do plenty of protein, even as like a kid, you're active and shit.
Sure.
It looks stupid.
You look gross.
Like it was really weird. Like you could see it in my head even.
You got a fucking muscular head. Stupid. What's the name of the other ones? It was protein, and it was like the one that had the running guy on it. It was
Oh, it was Running Man's little beverage.
You fucking piece of shit.
I'm gonna read the names now.
Let me look at what this thing is. Absolute.
Count me down.
Dog fuck. 3, 2, 1.
Damn, there's no love in that at all. User Guildmaster, Kulshedra Edras, Chris blowing his brains out with a needler because of the Halo show, Racist Hokage. I'm Tom Clancy and I hate the games.
Nice. That's badass.
That's really good. My
little body boy.
My little body boy. Neil Patrick Harris. I'm fucking gay.
What was it called?
That's EA Sports, but with
Oh,
Neil Patrick
Nutriment.
Harris.
You remember Nutriment?
Huh?
Nutriment?
I mean, that sounds familiar. I don't think I ever had it, though. That looks like a fucking thing from the 1950s.
Yeah, well.
I'm sure it was.
Yeah, well. I love the banana vanilla ones.
I love these Nutriments.
Nutriment. Oh my God. Yeah, banana milk. Nutriment.
That looks fucking.
Banana milk is fucking wild.
That
Heinous.
shit is fucking.
That
The
looks-
bassist of Weezer be like, what's with these homies, these police shooting my girl? I am going to President with a mortar, swapping out the handy dandy notebook for the Death Note mid-episode. Ben Shapiro, Berserker Barrage. Meow, in fact. In fact. Meow, in fact.
I love that.
It's Emma, 2 rats in a trench coat. Here be my riddles 3. Riddle 1, where doth come from? Penis would be the answer to his riddle 1.
It's just penis.
Yeah. Like, yar, you got me.
Where
And he says, riddle 2, how do you poo? And riddle 3, are you gay, little bee?
I like that last one. That's like Rumpelstiltskin shit.
Yeah.
The last one was pretty good.
Classic Rumpelstiltskins.
And Rumple foreskin.
Netflix's Devil May Cry is my Halo 4, replacing all the chalk powder at rock climbing gym with itching powder. It's
That's
just fucking.
so demonic.
What are you
That's
eating?
so demonic.
Oh.
What the fuck?
Aw.
Bean and cheese.
Wait, just like a piece of cheese you got on the desk?
No, bean and cheese.
all right.
Sperm and piss burrito.
Nothing at all. Hey, look up Trypophobia Scalp, you gut lickers.
Tortilla.
Kingston's dad.
It's just fucking. Welcome to Del Taco. What can I help? Can I help you? Yeah, I'll get a sperm and piss burrito.
Heavy on the sperm.
Heavy on the sperm. Heavy on the sperm, no tortilla.
No, what is it called?
Just a pile.
It's just a pile in a wrapper. You just
Eat it like it's going out of style. Let me get another.
Gotta get another blow.
Can I get one more blow, please?
Kingston's dad selling tickets to tour inside Chaperone's Big Gay Colon. Berserker Broly's Big Bouncing Backside, the Sloker 2, Why So Derpy, Captain Jean-Luc Descartes of the USS Enterguise.
stupid enter guy.
Enterguise is pretty good.
That's great.
I am Captain Jean-Luc Picard of the USS Starship Enterprise. Faggots, gay for the chode, bad to the bone. An anti-woke coffee brand sounds
Spermy
incredibly
LaFags.
counterproductive.
I don't know. I don't know. What was it? Jordy LaForge?
Jordan, you know. An anti-woke coffee brand sounds incredibly counterproductive. That does sound.
What would Worf be? Sorry, I'm still on
Worf?
that thing.
Gay orf.
Gay Orf.
Would it be Gabe?
Gabe?
Gayor.
That is so clever.
Maybe people name Gayor. I think that name's a
That'd be
good
like
name, but it's
Queerf.
stupid.
Queerf is pretty cool.
Queerf is
Gay
good.
Orf, is that a real name?
Gayor.
Gay Orf's a real name?
Gayor, yeah.
I know Gaylord is.
Gayor.
Uncle Tom Clancy's Lynch
My
Cell.
neighbor in Vegas was named Gayola. I was like, what the hell? You a gay crayon? What's happening?
Dude, I think I quit. Holy shit. Holy shit, that's the craziest thing ever. Are you a gay
Gay crayon? I was like, I don't get it. Why is your name Gayola? Doesn't make any sense to me.
You're looking at him as fucking Slag John. You were some kind of gay crayon or something like that.
I fucking robbed him, you know?
I robbed him. I robbed him all his colors. He's fucking gay crayon. You making the gay Crayola brand, aren't you? You're making a brand of gay crayon. What is it gonna be? A homo rainbow? You freaking dumb punk. You fucking.
Why do you think I moved back? Why do you think I moved back here?
Is that you want to be no gay crayon wielding fruit cups?
That just made me so tired. I just got a hit. I got hit with a wave of exhaustion from that.
I'm not gonna go out anymore today. I had a plan of going out with my girlfriend today. Fuck that. I'm going home and I'm going to bed immediately.
That's good. I like that. That's
I'm
good.
putting the bed on top of my body and I'm going to bed.
Aw.
That's good. Sleep on the bed on here.
Penis envy, not a joke. I'm too big. Norman Osborn. When someone quits halfway through the hand job, be like, finish it. Domo Nation, Vaughn of the Dead, PB&J, Derek Nutchubbin is innocent. Hashtag free him. Be nicer to Sweeney, round-eyed Asian missing his foreskin because they figured it was was expected here. new JID song dropped. I think I might ejaculate to death.
Jid?
Oh no, some no jittery.
Jittery.
He hasn't been making music for a little while. He had like a really good COVID and he took a break.
Derek
lot of
looked
artists.
a lot less. What? Derek looks a lot less deformed. Beetlejuice green.
What the fuck was that mean? A lot less deformed Beetlejuice green?
I don't know what any of this means.
I don't know
man.
what that.
I'm just as lost as you.
I don't know if I should.
I know
Same
it's.
boat. We're on the
or
same boat
thank
here,
you.
brother.
We're all on the same boat here, brother.
Thank you and how dare you.
Don't shoot the messenger, brother. We're all on the same boat here, brother.
We're all
Snark
trying
Tank
to get some pussy,
RPG
brother.
demo is out at Snark Tank RPG for the link.
All right.
Queen of Haphazard, aka Kingston's mom, Ron Jeremy, canonically banging Chris Raygun. I'm about to Stephen Flow, smelling ants for big ounces scientific curiosity. My ass is full of piss. Help. Nice. Thugzilla Mecha Wigger versus Mecha Wigger. Losing all my friends in the custody battle. Kurt Cobain POV. Check out Where the Winds Meet, the Kung Fu RPG coming. I never heard of that.
Never heard of that either.
Yeah.
I'm playing Final Fantasy. I'm currently playing Final Fantasy 6 again. That game is so good, man.
Oh yeah.
FS6 is so good, man. Why don't we do a 3 remake of that one? Like do 7, we'll do 6.
We're probably gonna do 3 first though.
Death.
3?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know.
Jack W.
You mean 6?
Jack WFM.
Well, those are the 2 most popular, I think.
Message from Bryle.
Before 7, yeah.
He has finished.
10. 10 is crazy.
He's finished his guitar bonding building course
yeah.
and is now working at Ibanez in Japan.
I'm probably thinking of like before 10, everybody was like the
7.
3 and 6 were goated, and then obviously 7 exploded it, right?
Yeah. Which is 3 to you? Which Final Fantasy is 3 to you?
Which one is 3 to me?
Yes.
So
for me, the one with Terra is 6. Some people it's 3.
yeah, what do you
Because Final Fantasy 6 in Japan is 3 for us.
Oh, that's what you're saying.
Yeah.
Dude,
So-
I don't even know at this point now.
Is the main character a girl in the one you're talking about?
No.
It's a bunch of little kids, right?
Yeah, I'm thinking of.
So that's 3. That's actually
That's
3.
3. I'm thinking of 3.
In America, we got 3 after, like 6 was supposed to be 6, but it ended up being 3 for us for some reason in the North American release. I don't know why they did that. I don't know how it happened that way.
I don't know.
Okay.
Colin would know.
Isn't he a JRPG guy? Wasn't he a classic JRPG guy?
Well, he's just extensively knowledgeable on that shit. Like it's all he studied for years. You know.
I want them to make a remake of that one. That'd be really cool.
It's so funny. There's like he used to do game facts. He used to do game guides
That's
on old like message boards or whatever. And because there's so many old games coming out again, people are using the same like his guides from that when he wrote when he was like in high school or something.
Interesting.
It's very funny. Arthur Morgan voice. Aries, buy me YouTube Premium and my life is yours. Stupid. Wouldn't wish to take you towards my worst enemy. Kingston molested me in Disneyland restroom. Big meaty stinks. Your friendly neighborhood tanky Hassan Parker. I mean, Andy the man whose handies are back to S tier and forever dandy. Kingpin singing Black Parade.
When I was a young boy, my father took me into the city. I can't. It's too stupid.
To see a marching band. He said,
"Nigga." Sorry,
it's crazy.
We saw black people.
Son, it's getting too. My brain wants to be racist with it.
I'm getting really weak.
I want to do like okay.
That's crazy. That's what it's, I'm getting really weak, guys.
I want the last 3 bites of my burrito. To keep you sustained.
You want some of the sperm burrito, guys?
I have a thing about eating other people's food. Like I can't do it. I don't know what it is. I could share drinks, but I can't bite other people's like bitten food.
When people offer me food,
I can bite the other side of something, but like
I get it.
Someone offering me something that's already bitten sets me the fuck off.
Yeah.
It's like, you're gonna give me some of you fucking mangy grumped on. You think I'm fucking trash, don't you? You should be stabbed.
You think I'm a fucking pigeon on the street?
You think I'm a beast?
You think I'm a seagull that you can just throw a piece of bread at? You piece of shit.
I'll show you an animal. I'll show you. I'll tear down this whole city right now. I'll burn everybody.
Yo, I saw this video
just for that. Just for that,
dude. I saw this clip of this guy on Twitter. He came on French fries and put them in the middle of a parking lot and just watched seagulls eat them.
Man, no!
Don't sound like fucking TC Carson there.
That's what is wrong with people. Don't feed your cum to
what's wrong with the fucking seagull scarfing that shit up?
That is a good point.
Well,
just having a good time. You see the fries going.
They go. They're gargling.
You see the fries going up and down in their throat.
It's fine. People that do that should absolutely.
That's so gross, dude. What an asshole.
They should all be put in a box, and the box should be dropped in the ocean.
To be fair, I mean, unless the seagulls, maybe they'd be mad if they're like, "Hey, you're gay now." But like, other than that,
it would bother them.
Other than that,
I'm not gay.
Look, we all know women that they lap that shit.
Can birds be gay?
Yes,
because they all have cloacas, don't they?
Animals can be gay.
Yeah, that's a good point.
No, but they all have the same thing.
But I guess they can figure it out.
Don't male birds have
They can figure out.
Yeah.
Birds have penises?
I don't think they do. I think they just rub their fucking little holes on each other.
Well, no, they don't have sex like that, don't they?
I'm pretty sure they do.
No, birds just fertilize the eggs, remember?
No, I'm pretty sure what happens is... I'm pretty sure like a male bird...
I saw a duck fuck another duck before.
Well, they have penises.
Oh, yeah, they got the crazy penises.
Yeah,
they have like rapist penises.
They look like...
You ever seen that shit? They like... And
Did you see
They got
Blood
wine bottle opener penises.
You ever seen Blood of Zeus? You ever seen Blood of Zeus?
Yes.
The spear of the brother that's evil. They just look like that.
Yeah, they look a little bit like they look a little bit like the bad guy from Mulan's sword.
Luman. You fixed it and I still said Luman again. You literally
Oh,
fixed
you mean the fucking yeah.
that stupid looking wavy sword.
Luman.
I'm not gonna read the names. Bye guys.
Lou Reed.
See you later.
Lou Bega.
Lou Bega.
Yeah.
He died.
Yeah.
Kingston singing My Hump as a duet with his dad.
Killed him.
Probably.
Oh, I killed Lou Bega again.
Son, I'm sorry. I killed another elected official. Oh man, they were gonna try communist policies, so they set me, and I destroyed the whole country.
Looks like I've got a little bit of funerals in my sight.
Oh, I'm destabilizing another country, Kingston. Oh man, look at this.
That's crazy.
Oh, look, remember
a little bit of dodging cops each night.
You remember when what was the country that was really nice and they got fucking set back to the Stone Age? It was a Middle Eastern country that was like really progressive and everything.
Oh, a lot of them, you mean? Oh, you mean Iran?
Iran.
Okay.
Oh, look
Oh,
at
yeah,
this.
yeah.
Wow, look at all these women having free rights. Let's change that.
Let's ruin that. That's actually what 2011, 2010, that's what happened to Egypt.
Yeah.
They experienced their own that. They're like, hey, we're thriving, we're great. And they got decimated, destroyed, all their stuff. And then a Muslim brother came in and they're like, hey,
What happened to Egypt?
women
Did it-
suck.
Wait, what happened to Egypt? Did it like rain a lot or something?
Yeah.
Kids,
If it rained a
Derek,
fuck ton there, would it be like
Egypt
all
had
quicksand?
similar shit.
it would be a bad situation.
Would it be all quicksand if it rained like a metric fuck ton?
If
there?
it
Would
rained a
be-
metric fuck ton in Egypt, I suspect that it would be a really big problem.
Right now, it absolutely would be. Cairo would be very just women mud wrestling everywhere. It'd be crazy.
Yeah, but like suffocating and dying.
But suffocate, yeah. It would
yeah,
look like
not
they're
cool
wrestling,
way.
but they're actually struggling to
Yeah,
breathe.
all the guys are like, ooh, ooh. They do that cartoon dog thing where
He takes his dick out. The fact that he instant frame into that, I was
I
like,
love
this
that.
I
man.
really think that's one of the funniest things I've seen in my life.
It's fantastic. I wish I was talented enough to do shit
I showed
like
that to Ben
you
when
know?
he was driving. He pulled over. he was like,
You have to pull it. So I don't even know what the reference is or like what it's from specifically. But this old cartoon of like a dog doing the classic like ooh
Cat call.
what a hot woman,
I think
and like
that-
the eyes coming out, the tongue's rolling out, like
The wolf whistle.
stomping the foot, and then it immediately like really convincingly shifts, just like he just pulls his dick out and starts jerking off. But it's so well done, dude.
It's great.
Do you have it?
Instantly gets hard and starts beating off. It's
He was
crazy.
getting hard the whole
Do
time.
you have it? I want to see it again.
I think
I need it to wake me up.
Where you're not seeing his like his piece like grow. It just
It's just ready.
yeah.
Add attention.
It's pretty impressive.
Derek is a carbon copy of Sean Soko. I don't even know who that is.
What's that? Sean Soko. Oh, this is probably some racist shit. Let's check.
Yeah, we'll see. I got no idea.
Unless it's like
You know what's funny? I've had people be like, these guys are funny, but Chris definitely listens to too much Come Town. I'm not even exaggerating to you guys. I've never seen a single episode of Come Town. Not once.
I absolutely know that.
I've seen clips, every now and again, but I've never sat through I think I've maybe seen exactly maybe 15 minutes of Come Town.
I'm the Come Town guy.
Yeah, it's Derek.
As a matter of fact, I was just listening to it because they have the streams that they stream all the episodes.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I was like, just fuck it. I'm just put anything on.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, it's cool.
How do you do that?
I don't know. I should ask the guy that does it.
That might not be a bad idea.
Yeah.
Although I don't know. Actually, no, it would be a bad idea for our show.
No, from
We get banned immediately.
I mean, they've been. It could be a separate thing. I'll ask at least and see how that works. But yeah, I do not look like Sean Soko. What the fuck? It's just like there's a black guy.
Yeah, no.
It's a black man.
It's literally just a black guy in a hat.
It's a black
That is
person.
true. There's a black guy in a hat, and he's like, that's enough.
You look like him in the same way that a lot of people tell me I look like the people. You know? What I mean?
With the glasses.
Yeah,
yeah.
It's like you look like Idubbbz. I'm like, okay.
You look black.
Yeah.
I don't look anything like.
Yeah, but I get it. Like, oh, white guy, glasses.
Yeah.
I get it. Yes.
Dude, I love this video so much. And the chair. It's so crazy.
I want to like.
Logical conclusions.
I've been waiting for the right reason to post that on Twitter. I
Right.
want to cut it a little bit sooner though.
You gotta chamber it, yeah.
I want the dick to come out, but I want it to almost register. Like, did that?
Yeah.
Question. Gids.
I'm gonna send it in. I'm gonna send it.
Derek is
in.
a Gids. Sween looks like the pot of greed card.
Finish it.
Finish it.
Both of you finish it.
Sween looks like the pot of greed card. I see it. In fact,
He looks like
he looks like pot of
the
greed.
pot of greed.
You look like pot of greed.
Sure.
I've seen
Wow,
you.
wow.
I've seen you in moments look like pot of greed.
Actually, what he just did right
What
now
he just
was
did probably was pretty
That
accurate.
was pretty good.
That looks like that's just pot of greed right there.
That's just me.
Welcome to the Starting Podcast, featuring your hosts Chris Rega, Derek Blackman, and Pot of Greed.
Shut the fuck up. Oh
I'm clipping that, and we're having a pot of greed
We're having a pot of greed
merch.
Yeah, we're having a pot of greed off.
We're having pot of greed merch with your face. Oh my god! I'm
Sweeney.
so
I have this image just saved on my phone randomly.
Who is that?
I love it. That's Janet Jackson.
Is that real? Is that unedited?
It has to be edited.
Like the smirk she's doing. No, Mackie, no.
I love how fucking nefarious he looks.
He just looks like his mouth is just too small, man. I can't. His chin and his mouth, or it's like it's a cartoon.
Is he half white at all, or like any percent white?
He just came out of the pussy and it smashed his jaw.
That's nefarious. That's a nefarious stare in like a white way. I don't know how to describe it.
What does that mean?
I don't know. I just feel like I feel like if you know, you know. Like I don't know. Like that's like the way that stare works. What are you watching? Is that legit going ham?
No, this is way being a pedophile.
Oh. In fact, I got molested by my dog and bitten by my uncles. That's crazy. Kingston's dad hunting the firewolf to extinction. V cybernetically attaching a silencer to his mouth so he can scream the N-word in public. That is crazy. V cybernetically attaching a silencer to his mouth so he can scream the N-word in public. Sugar gay.
Crazy.
Sugar gay. I just want a guy. Put your dick inside me, baby. Kevin Durant's feet.
My
Cops.
V is black though. So.
Who? V?
My V.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah, my V's a black person.
No.
He's like a Rasta man. He has the fucking dreads and everything too.
He's
with the
a
hard
Rasta?
eyes.
Mine's an Asian woman.
I couldn't find a mod, but I wanted to look like oh fuck, I forgot his name. The guy looks like Rick Ross.
Oh, Rick Ross.
The guy that you get the job
The
from.
black guy that want to shoot you.
Yeah. I forgot his name.
Nigga, fucking-
Rock wrist.
I hate you.
It's my evil. It's my evil twin, Rock wrist.
Rock wrist.
Oh my
I got
god.
this job for you. You ain't even
We
know
gotta
it.
get. We got. All right. Kevin Durant's
I
feet.
shot you in the face.
You ain't even know it.
No, I
I'm
mean,
gonna back your head, right?
I guess you did know it, and then you woke up in the dumpster because that Asian guy found you.
Testified against John Gotti and put him in prison. You ain't even know it.
No.
It's me, Sammy the Bull. SJ wanting me no why. Cops took us down to the station. They were fucking us for fun. I'm just waiting for the pussy to make me come. Fuck you, I ain't paying my TV license, bitch. Mr. Pants, 30 Uncle Ruckus' gangbang Derek. Fuckface Unstoppable. Derek, did you change the thumbnail for one of your extra ammos to an X-ray? Why? That was me.
That was creepy.
That was me, and I really don't know why.
Anytime the extra ammo's thumbnails have thumbnails, it's because of Chris.
Yeah,
I think I may have done one out of all of them.
It really is just like I was gonna say AC/DC thing. It's an OCD thing for me. Ah, gross. I don't like seeing thumbnails that's just a still from the video.
I get it.
It bothers
does
me.
look nasty.
It feels gross to see, so I just like anything is better than that. So I just pick a random thing off my camera reel.
I get it.
I still think about this shit every day.
No, you don't.
This shit every day.
All right, he's showing memes again. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know.
The way his face, he's so like, get out of here.
Oh,
He's
so
like,
he's showing he constantly puts me on narration duty by doing this.
Yeah.
It's the guy.
He's showing the Goona side.
the good side.
The guy who drove up to the fucking.
that guy.
Yeah.
He has a charming smile, but he's like.
I didn't know it was dubbed Goonacide. That's
really
fucking fantastic.
You didn't know that?
No.
I feel like there are certain things you
So
don't
the
make
Goona
fun
side
of.
is that guy who rolled up to the fucking bikini barista thing and like with no pants, got called out on video, drove away, and killed himself.
Dude, Goonacide
I
is
think
great.
about that every day because I think of the smile he had on
Dude,
his
his
face.
fucking face.
He's like,
He looks like he's about to be photographed for like a Disney spread. You know what I mean?
Right.
He looks like he's a Disney actor who's like gonna be like.
The thing that's so crazy
Bam,
is
bam,
like
bam, bam. You know what I mean? Instead of drawing Mickey Mouse with like a fancy glow stick in After Effects, he drove to a parking lot and shot himself in the neck.
I don't understand
oh my god,
his reaction though. Because
He was surprised. He was like,
but like you're walking up with your pants
What if that
down.
was Kingston's dad?
my dad would have died.
That's exactly like that guy still Kingston's dad actually did it too.
Oh,
Like,
you're
my-
calling me out for masturbating at a place.
What's wrong?
Oh, what's wrong?
Nothing wrong.
I'm gonna go kill myself, I guess.
I guess.
I'm gonna go try to kill myself. We'll see you
Tries.
later.
Blah, and then
Oh
Yes,
my
I
god, it reverses.
Guess I can't go yet. Sorry.
It must not be my time.
gotta keep taking care of my son.
It's gotta be my son who does it. Bye.
It's gotta be my son. I mean,
Fuckface Unstoppable. Derek, did you change them? Oh, I read that already. Aragorn cutting out Netanyahu's colon while Legolas and Gimli compete over who can dome the most IDF soldiers. At the afterbirth of Pussy and Tim's jolly old dipshit Ace of Parades. Cholomorphs? That's crazy.
Cholo,
Like
Animorphs, but
Yeah,
Cholomorphs.
but
I
cholos.
thought you meant like
That's
xenomorphs, but cholos.
sick.
I mean, both of them work, I think.
Mexican xenomorphs sound horrible.
Cholomorphs is
Cholomorphs of either way. Yeah, that's badass.
Orale.
Or Dead Space. Dead Space as well. Dead Space with the necromorphs.
The Negro, yeah. Those are the Negromorphs to me.
Those are
Crazy.
Negromorphs.
That's. How am I gonna say that?
Oh, you just curb stomp them too.
I was gonna say Resident Evil. That's Resident Evil 5.
Ready? Can't wait.
Dame.
gotta be getting it
Dame
next year,
just
right?
got
Yeah,
cleared.
I'm gonna be ordained.
It's gonna
light over me.
freak time in Cream City. Goatman. Scarecrows in the dungeon was from the Bad to the Bone bit.
Right.
Can we pretend that airplanes in the night sky are like giant cocks? I could really use a dick right now. Dick right now. Captain Joke America protects direwolf puppies from Kingston's dad. PP.
Let me find them. Let me pet one. I want to pet it.
Why I ought to let me at him?
This is the world's longest gun, so he can just be in his house.
Kingston's dad's the strangest. He fights like this.
Oh, of course he does.
But every hit is
Old school physical
critical. Every hit is critical.
It hurts so
PP
fucking much.
kind of
So your
fat,
ribs
but
are
somebody's got to do it.
screaming.
Got to put on my ass, and somebody got to do it. Herc jerk this PP off. This
Your
PP
feet are
off.
getting quick.
Little closet clan Cleedle learning how to accept that he's a gay beetle by deep throating Kingston's dad. Kingston's dads are really making a fucking.
He's a rock star,
I
dude.
hate these.
He's a
Beetle memes
star.
so fucking much. I hate them.
Sonic
so much.
fans found a way
You
to
don't have
recompile Xbox
donate
360
no more.
games. Baki manga threatening to rape Elon and Trump's son. They're going to.
Oh yeah, right. What? What do we got? Uh-oh.
This premise is fucking outrageous. Son, they're going to boomerang firing squad me.
Imagine doing that. How many people? How many boomerangs? Is there like, say, like a big like trash can or a barrel full of boomerangs, and then you're just you're just going until you're done?
Bing, bing, bing.
Dude, that is fucking outrageous.
That's what, dude. Please
Dude,
just shoot me.
A fucking weaponized boomerang with the blade on the end of it. I've seen him hit into trees and be stuck in the tree, like hard to get out.
Yeah,
this guy is doomed.
Yeah, that's what Sharp does to wood. I'm so tired and hungry. I haven't eaten at all today.
Yeah, that was my. I was like, I have to eat that.
I was too afraid to open my fridge while the power's out.
Oh, gotcha.
I'm quite hungry.
I'm sorry, Kingston. You're so hungry.
Invite this.
Would you like some of my milk?
I've been lactating, son, just for
for you. Suck on my fucking milk.
Suck on my milk. It's
my
it's
milk.
almond. It's almond milk.
Suck my male milk, son.
Okay, Dad. I guess.
Okay, Dad.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
This makes up for all of the years I wasn't here.
I was out saving the world, making the world a better place for you, son.
I was out deporting immigrants to countries they weren't even born in.
It's all because of me, son. It's all
Today
because of
we
me.
honor a great man, Kingston's dad. Kingston's dad giving us the idea of taking the immigrants to El Salvador.
He gave us the idea to change the name of the Gulf of Mexico to the
Gulf of Kingston.
Kingston's dad.
The Gulf of Kingston.
The Gulf of Kingston's dad. I thought America was a better idea,
But he hot talked me.
drives a hard bargain.
he said, crash the economy. He said, I thought that's an interesting idea. No one's tried to do that on purpose. It only happens bad because we do it by accident. If we did it on purpose, then it's not so bad because it happens and it's a bad thing, but it's on purpose, so it's technically a success. You can't fail if you try to fail. If you try to fail, then you fail and you win.
Right. Absolutely.
I love you, Trump.
I love you so much, Trump.
More than my son.
I can't take any credit for this. This is all and dedicated to my son.
I dedicate all
My
that is
little
happening in the world right now to
My little
son.
Batiman son. He's a little Batiman. You know that? Like you. You're a Batiman probably too. But he's the biggest little Batiman.
Of course.
Batiman.
Biggest little Batiman of all
Instead of
time.
pregnant bee in that word.
Of course, I understand.
Come up here, Kingston. And I'm just in there. Like I'm in the toilet. And all of a sudden I open the door. And I'm out on
You're
it.
there.
All right. Smitchy the Kid, Bam, met Kingston, and Kingston's dad had a messy anal prolapse. There's so many Kingston's dads. I don't get mad, I get even. I wash his clothes in my semen. Ichiban Kasuga says, play Monster Hunter, post Clarity Nut from Hell's Heart. I come at thee. Star Coffee, the Irish equivalent to Hercules, uses a spear called Gay Bulge.
Nice.
Yush, surging deep inside like a violent tide, tugged on by an angry moon. It's blood inside my turgid cock. I want to fuck gay butt.
Whoa.
Consider again that pale blue dot. That's here. That's home. That's us. This is Carl Sagan.
Oh, yeah.
Every saint and sinner in the history of our species lives on this pale blue dot.
Gay blue dot.
Gay blue dot. Every
queers.
Kingston's dad lives on this pale blue dot. Is there life on other planets? Maybe. But are they as smart as Kingston's dad? We just may never know. If you know Carl Sagan, I think that's actually a pretty good impression. I didn't think about actually ever. Not bad. It's not bad at all. I've had a problem lately where I'm doing that, but like just stimming.
Yeah.
Like it's like a vocal stim. Like I'll be like walking around. I'll be like, aw. I dropped my phone on the ground the other day. I was like, aw.
It's happening. It's happening.
I hate you guys.
Craig the Canadian, loss, and then hieroglyphics. Could you jailbreak my PSP for me, son? It's your boy Shawnee D. Come titty. Snark Tank fans are now homeless and deported. Service agent 267. Wait, I might have fucked up here. Oh no, I didn't.
Where's my son? Resurrect my son real quick.
Aetherian needs help lowering his weapon in Halo 3. Dog the Baby Hunter, Badly Brave. Sorry, Miss Jackson. N Bomber Guy. Sween put the memes down. Hey, Derek, you should listen to Comba Christ. I hear you'll love Modern Demon or Heads Off. Smokey's Pyromaniac Sibling. Jordan in his suit with a southern drawl. Nikki Ziggy.
Hell yeah.
Young Sweeney loves his dad.
Yes.
Still, I hear you say, you're going to tell your wife? No, I'm just trying to stay inside. Let me nut. Because it's not too gay. It's... Oh, my God. I just understood what this... Yeah.
What this is?
Still, I hear you say, you're going to tell your wife. Now I'm just trying... It's not too gay. It's never too gay. Not too bad. There's something there. Never too gay.
Yeah.
That's good. There's something there. Absolutely.
It's not too gay. It's never too gay. It's not bad.
That's pretty. That's like a T-ball kind of. You know, that sets itself up for fucking success. Hiring Keith David to play Kingston's dad, Dash Goopy. Ooh. Uncle Chip turning into Chucky Salsa. Of course.
It would be an honor.
I'm Carl Sagan. I'll do it. Ask Creed enter anus. Uncle Chip. Oh, I read that already. Blake 896 pre-Roz. I'm Kingston's dad, and I'm marrying Casey Anthony. The First Church of Keith David, Samurai Salmon, Shoe Sanders. RFK on stage screaming, "The worms are back!" How Dracula says it. How Dracula Flow says it. Mercs 1889. John Strickland, Sandman.gov. Limp Biscuits and Gravy. Me Be Fishy. Chris, how do we get Sweeney Dark on Summon Sign or Stelly? People in the comments are always wanting it. PP Country Chode. Take my hole to the gays. I will bone man vagina mountain pussy. It doesn't even rhyme.
Pussy.
Country chode. Take my hole. All this semen flow around me. Something, I am gay.
End it now.
Epic rap battles of history. Casey Anthony versus the Hawk Tua Girl. The colon swinging. Be patient. Be patient. The colon swinging slasher. Dunk Donkerson. Papini Brothers. Jeffrey Epstein in the Minecraft movie. Be like, I am Steen. Dixco, let me see that schlong. That schlong. Wage Slave 583, Lily Voice, Sween, you're a good kisser, but also reveals herself to be Sween's dad, AF. Stupid. He's been disguised as your girlfriend the whole time. Oh my God, Jamie Kennedy died. Bill Murray's Black Germ, Negrosis Jones. Dave Grohl, one of my kids is not like the other. One of my kids has a different mother. Giving Derek's black bug-eyed face throat shots. That's awesome.
Damn.
That is crazy.
Oh fuck, man.
Throat shots too at it.
That's insane. No
right.
funny name. Just taking a fat shit right now. Kremlin to Gremlin.
Cool.
JD Vance ferociously sucking on Elon's soy boobs and then demanding that he says thank you afterwards.
Of course.
Waiting for the Sween hunting tier. I want his pelt. Obi, won't you blow me? Keith David. Let's go. Drip MH, Lord of all drip. Slurping, stroking, smoking, joking. Stealing Sween's pelt in his sleep and moving in with his grandma to make her happy in her final years. Uncle Ruckus voice. So crazy. Uncle Ruckus voice. Drag them knuckles to Popeyes. You all got to watch the song Squashed N-Word by Chris Lilly, who's a white Australian who wore black.
We did that. We piece of shit fucking our shit got claimed.
Because of that?
Yeah, and I was
it was because of that?
Yeah, and I was like, I was going to cut it out, and I was like, oh, wait, I'll work, because I didn't know if cutting out makes it, like, unavailable to watch. I can't remember how it works, because I've never cut live.
Oh, usually I don't know.
I'll take things down and then just do it, but I was like, this is going to take forever to do it again, and then the check takes fucking forever.
Yeah.
Anyway, long story short, I just left it, and I was like, I'll fuck with it, and then I forgot. So I was just like, whatever, it's just sharing. It's sharing revenue. Which means basically we'll share like $20 or whatever the episode will make. You know, it's not like
okay, yeah, whatever. That's fine.
It's still up.
That's annoying.
It's annoying, but it's fine. It's not like it's flagged or hurt our channel or anything.
Yeah,
but yeah,
that's why I usually try to talk a little bit over whenever we do it. It's not because I'm trying to interrupt. It's literally just because like the muddier you can make the sound, the harder that is to track.
I thought that was obscure enough that's why I didn't even.
Me too. Like I thought for sure. Like what the fuck?
It was so long. Like, but yeah, I was like, what the fuck is this? This no way. This person has their shit on like a.
Yeah, right. Like a label isn't revenue.
Yeah. So okay.
Black Chainsaws be like.
Black Chainsaws be like.
Just say it, man.
I'm not gonna say that. Just the N-word over and over. He's like, no, yeah, I get it.
That's pretty cool.
Nug, Yark, Cirque, Yanus, Mott, and Namcabe Kired.
Raid Shadow Legends.
I love Raid Shadow Legends.
Oh, son.
I'm sorry, it's too addictive. We haven't had a voice in a while. That's probably it.
Yeah, that is
Penis.
Strong.
Nafram, Melphis 1, and rounding out our list.
Oh my God, we made it.
We did it. Aw. The king of haphazard.
The king of me.
I hate this.
The king of Kingston's dad.
It'll be over soon.
It'll be over soon.
There's gonna be some new thing.
Yeah, this is just the latest meta, man. It's just
dude. Remember when everybody was Keith David for fucking months?
That was great.
That was funny. Yeah, and then it passed.
And it passed.
Yeah, but Kingston's dad will live on for quite some time, and I think we'll get at least a couple of different.
He's gonna guest star on one of these episodes. He's gonna hear about this. He's gonna be like, I hear you're making episodes about me.
Yeah, that's not my real dad. Like,
but you're not paying any royalties to me. But you're using me. Crazy.
Using
He's gonna sue you. He's gonna sue us because we're using him as his likeness, even though we're not.
Yeah, I mean, like he's gonna look exactly like that picture.
He's gonna dress like the picture just to prove that like we're using his likeness.
That's diabolical.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's get the fuck out of here. Bye, guys.
Bye, baddie boys, butty boys.
Bucky boy. Goodbye.
later, niggas.
I like that. Instead of homeless, our homeless listeners or whatever, they should be Bati boys, or what would you call them?
I don't know. Not that. It's disrespectful.
And being homeless isn't?